bracket, which was still a sizable bracket. So this could be a very powerful competitor. donuDeca pulling on up as well with the Sin Kisuke, character that has also seen some high-level representation. They're the champion of Innocent Cogs number 21, a little local of theirs it seems. Got 97th at Combo Breaker this year, so both of these players have seen that offline major experience. But Raven getting experience right now, pushing Donu through the wall until we fight back with Sin.
Tell you one thing, Evo, difficult tournament, but in some ways, TNS can be even harder, right? The best of the best here in North America, but Raven with the counter hit JD, gonna close out that first round real quick.
Quick indeed. Ino, I think, is the character that kind of enjoys like the current meta state. The fact that it's a little slower means that she's just able to get her set play going, and it can not, she doesn't lose the game if she messes up one interaction just because she doesn't get sent through the wall as readily. She does, of course, have some combo nerfs. She used to be a character that could coast to coast you and wall break, but she's still doing absolutely fine. Ultimate Fortissimo to get the hard knockdown, forcing Donu to guess. We are sacrificing our positive tension bonus. But there's the gold burst. Donu staying alive.
I like that you mentioned that Ino is definitely a winner in this patch. I agree. Slowing down the game, making it less snowball-y for all the characters is definitely a buff to mix up characters alone. We've seen what that's done for characters like Milia, but Sin, the ever-growing wild boy, still just as strong. That poke game, the damage. You want to talk about a character that can take you coast to coast.
Does need more resources, of course. The stamina, at least an RC gauge, since his combo games, especially off of like Elk Hunt, have been nerfed quite a bit. We bust out with a DP, Hawkbaker. But there it is, the HCL sniping the jump approach. That was a close round, but Raven standing on top with a clean 2-round victory. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, good way to kick this off. I love the character variety as well. You mentioned, you know, this is the closest that the tiers have been probably since the game has released. I think it's in the best spot we've ever seen Guilty Gear strive. I actually don't think at this point that there's a character that has not made it into a top 8, right? That's how just well balanced the cast actually.
I mean, yeah, I mentioned Testament earlier, but even in the hands of a player like iDom, Testament able to get into top 8s of these TNS brackets. I don't know if Abba's cracked into a top 8 just yet, but you indeed have to see. Raven trying to get the combo. Donu's going to deny it with the burst. Gets the jump in. We're holding on to burst right now on Raven's side. Good long extension. Now we're just chilling
there, just because we didn't want to get sent through the wall, right? It's important to be able to cut off your opponent's offense like that. And Sajam coming through with the big old raid. Hope you all were enjoying some 2x KO. Now it's time for some Guilty Gear Strive.
I was just playing 2x KO myself, so not saying break when I'm talking about the burst and strive is the hardest thing I've had to do, but I am trying to adapt, let that wheel spin, and hopefully I can be just like Big Raga. But here we go. Donu gets a big counter hit right here. Should be able to break the wall or take a knockdown. Breaks the wall. And my favorite change of the whole patch, how they reworked eating for Sin to actually regenerate his stamina. So absolutely phenomenal change for the character. Get that RNG out of here. We're not Faust.
Ooh. Absolutely useful now, right? But I love that low straight into the Hawkbreaker. Or the hoof stomp, excuse me. Getting my my animals.
Right, you know, it's a whole zoo here from Sin, and what animal does what? It'd be a little difficult to track. Raven, though, trying to block it out in the corner, but can't block a throw. Nice jump out. 6P is going to interrupt. We get a punish. Raven unable to burst before the wall stick occurs, and Donu might be taking us to a tied-up Game 3 situation.
The round start 2D is a wild option to go for, but hold on, you can't count Raven out yet. All Ino needs is one good knockdown, one opportunity to bait out something, but instead is going to get clipped by that 6P.
Yeah, that's all it took to close that out. It's all of a sudden tied up between our competitors. Nice and early to give us some competitive gameplay in Guilty Gear Strive, and I think it's appropriate because both of these players, I think they're relatively similar experience, at least in terms of their total tournaments. Not either of them going above like 50 total tournaments in their respective careers. So it's kind of a battle of just like maybe some new faces to the FGC. Always fun to see. Raven now gonna have to make the retaliation here, as donuDeca very much waking up as the set has gone on.
Yeah, immediate burst there again to try and stop the snowball. While snowballing is, you know, shut down from the removal of Wild Assault, still, for mix-up characters, like we said earlier, getting that knockdown, looping that Oki, they can snowball very heavily.
Deny it with the YRC. L-Cut's going to interrupt. We get the counter hit confirm as well, so we don't have to spend more stamina gauge. Great awareness from donu. But there it is, the Eno shenanigans. Too many overheads to block. Speaking of, a second serving of that JD, catching the fuzzy crouch low block. And we just jump right back in. Raven is relentless right now.
Oh, and then just going for the fall into the throw. Raven trying to take charge of this matchup here. Whoa! Okay, anti-air hoof stomp. That's a novel idea.
What did you eat, man? My meat, man. I had my little leaf skewer of meat and was able to do that. Word? Exactly right. Sin's like, why are you snickering? What did I say? He doesn't know any better. He's like 4.
Nah, bro. He thinks babies come out of eyes. Oh, there's the RC. That full range beak driver. Look at that coast to coast, trying to go for the throw, but nobody is home.
6B not finding anybody there either, but the DP does, stopping Raven's approach. The neutral jump, and yes, going for that sultry performance. It did see some nerfs, but if you're able to wait for that 50% tension gauge to actually RC off of it, it is a very useful tool for Eno still. Deflection, I love the choice there, just option select between the high and the low. We're gonna RC, Raven just lets the round go, says, all right, see you in round 3 with my full burst versus you just below 50%.
Yeah, would have been a real risk there to just go for the burst and try and out-neutral Sin, right? Being full screen against a character with pokes like that. Nice block in the overhead attempt, but gets caught with the air-to-air JH.
YRC pushing back. The far slash is going to interrupt as well. Burst finally comes out from Raven. 50% tension gauge. We just run up at 6B, the note, saying, get that out of here. I don't want to hold any projectiles. Raven doesn't want to hold anything either. Spending that YRC. A trade. Dono just needs one more hit. But we low crush with that JS. And now Raven potentially could snowball from here with the set play from Eno.
Oh, trying to go for that JD. The Psycho Crusher able to get over that far slash. RC to keep the pressure up. Another overhead comes through, and there's the burst.
Here comes the L-Cont as well. We follow up. We catch with the close slash. Raven just caught jumping, I believe. It's why you saw the punish. One of my favorite changes to the HUD as well. Just Arc System Works adding more notifications like that to say, hey, you punished a movement. So you're punishing backdash, you're punishing jump, just so it's a little more clear of what had happened in particular interactions. And donuDeca, you know, or donuDeca, I don't know why I'm pronouncing it like that. Donu. Coming on up here. Actually, yeah, without they spell it. Why am I questioning myself? That's right. I remember the second D was capitalized. So donuDeca coming up 2-1.
Right. The second D is capitalized.
Right? Yeah, thank you for the little hint on how I like, where do I start the next syllable? Where do I start the next
Well, I get mixed up all the time by the all caps.
All right.
I just
People
have
get
to
mixed
pray.
up my name. Pray, exactly. Oh, Raven, though.
Nice punish.
Yeah, nice one indeed. DP just to get Raven off. Nice low profile as well with that stroke the big tree.
Wall. Eno is like Ari, gameplay-wise? Absolutely not. Nothing like her.
Nah. She does something called committing, you know, more or less.
Okay.
I got some shots. So I'm just salty that we don't have patch notes this week. It's just like, right, he's taking a 2-week vacation into XKO. It seems good for them. The team's been working so incredibly hard, but everyone's like, yo, I gotta fight this version of Ari for how much longer? I have how much time to adapt before CEO? Well, Raven doesn't need anything.
Yeah, if you're new to Guilty Gear Strive and your frame of reference is to XKO, I don't think there's really anyone to compare Eno to, right? She is a very mix-up heavy character. Mostly a high-lows. It's a high-low mix-up character because she has that hover dash, right? And no one yet in 2XKO has that.
Oh, we had a burst bait, but we weren't able to punish off of it. Raven jumps, stays out of the way, pops their own burst. They want to end this right here. You know what? I can agree with that one. Like, you have a great opportunity here to tie up the rounds. You do not want to let this go in a situation where you could have ended it. Get the full confirm. Red Roman will stabilize, and just like that, it's our first set of the night, Jobber, and it's already Game 5.
Game 5. That is what I am talking about. This, let me tell you, Guilty Gear Strive on TNS is one of the scariest brackets ever, man. These players are killers. From round 1 in pools all the way to grand finals and top 8, you just get some incredibly high-level play.
Absolutely. I think I even signed up fairly recently for one of these brackets after 2.0 drop, just because I'm like, I want to see what people are like in the trenches, you know, because there's so much action that we aren't able to stream to y'all with just how many games are going on.
Oh yeah.
And people cook, like even like deep down in those brackets, people are so strong.
Well,
in this
I
game.
entered for the second Robo-Ky week just because I was like, huh, I want to play some Robo-Ky. I went 0-2. I was like, what are they putting in the water in this tournament?
That's what I'm saying. Actually, it doesn't seem like I did sign up for a TNS bracket. I was thinking of maybe just playing in my own little locals and stuff like that. But I mean, this game is, the talent, it's incredible all the way through. The floor has risen so much, as you would expect and hope for a game that's been out for as long as it has. I think we're approaching year 5 now.
Year 5 is still going strong. Over 140 players here on the online weekly major. There's the wall break. Raven now gaining a lot of momentum here. Love the BRC drift board there at round start just to see what Raven is going to do.
Yes, indeed. And right now, Raven's going to take that close slash to the face. We're going through the wall. Either side could win. A panic burst. Probably not able to even come out an opportunity like this. The health is so low. HCL snipes the jump. Raven at set point.
Nice bar slash. He's going to go for the burst. Was afraid of getting sent through the wall based on the amount of stamina that donuDeca had. Oh, overextended just a little too much though with that beat driver. Had to spend the burst there to stay aggressive, and here comes the Tyrant Rave.
Yep, Tyrant Barrel is able to connect. Donu runs up, just runs the offense, catches Raven at the ankles. Final game, final round. This how you doing us tonight?
Is Roman Cancel easy to use? Yes, actually. There's a lot of levels to it. If you just spend it normally, it'll pop the opponent up so you can combo them. You have plenty of time, but you can also fast cancel it for a lot more high-level combos. Oh, but nice wall break.
Yeah. No, pretty straightforward. The inputs are easy if you bind the macro for it as well. Has a lot of applications. I would say that there's a relatively low floor to it, but a high skill ceiling. And you don't necessarily need all the high skill ceiling tricks. But here we go. Raven waits until the perfect moment to actually get the burst out. But the jump in, we try to low profile it with the 2S, but donuDeca just taps the hat, says, "Be gone, witch."
What game just removed the ability to taunt after you win? Oh, Fatal Fury did.
Oh my god, not
That's in the latest patch. After you win a round, you can't taunt after winning a round. I was like, come on.
That's so diabolical, man. Here we go, though. What's diabolical is the fact we got an Anji on screen. Definitely a strong character in this version of the game. And up against Little Old Testament. Has to find their way through this entire matchup here. It's nyoravim versus, I'm going to assume it's either Gilla or Gilla. Depends on if it's a Spanish pronunciation of a double L.
Gilla.
Yeah, I like Gilla. I like the sound of Gilla more. I mean, they are out from, I think it was Missouri when I was checking out the profile. Yeah, Missouri, so I don't know. I'm tossing a coin and calling heads or tails on this pronunciation.
I'm going with Gilla, like the Gilla monster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking too, you know. Give me some Gilla.
Oh, but nice. Midare immediately. This is a very difficult matchup for Testament, right? Testament wants to use the projectiles, use the Unholy Diver, the Grave Reaper to control space and push the opponent out to stay at that far slash range. But Anji is just going to Fujin and spin right through it.
Excellent defense against the Arbiter Signs. We do get caught by the Holy Diver. But there it is. We just spin right on through the next follow-up, only be put back to full screen. Oh no, trying to engage against Anji when he's just spinning through everything. Not necessarily the game plan I would recommend. Nyora able to take game 1.
And that's kind of what you would expect here from this matchup. I think one of the hardest ones for Testament, to be honest. It's just how do you get your game plan going when the threat of spin is always a thing, right? Anji doesn't have to block and keep moving forward.
Right? Yeah, no, and we were seeing Nyora, basically demonstrate that throughout the entire match. Not to mention to do that with, the slower movement of some of those Testament projectiles. It makes it pretty easy for the Anji player to see when it's coming and say, all right, it's time to, throw down in the rave. Shake these hips. They're like Shakira. They don't lie. R slash. Gonna catch Gio's approach. Nah. Air throw as an anti-air. All right, Nyora, you're locked in. I see you.
Yeah, that's a real Guilty Gear player there. Oh, no, but gets counter hit. Immediate burst. Keep the offense going. Catching you trying to jump out of the corner. Anji is so good at keeping the opponent jailed up against the wall.
Yeah. Set right on through. 3 rounds in a row now for Nyora. Gilla trying to find a little bit of pacing right here. Teleport, I like that. Trying to mix up the approaches, saying, okay, you can spin through my fireballs, but what if I try to add that mental stack, right?
Right. Now dash in the 2S, 5H. There we go, finally getting some solid offense in and establishing staying state once again with the wall break on the Unholy Diver. There's a throw with the pop. No, didn't cancel into super.
Yeah, right? Speaking of supers, comes out right here in this situation just to try and control neutral a bit. Might have a mix-up of sorts here. Stain State is applied. Tap Dust, not enough to get the kill. Gilla gonna lose the turn. Nyora catches with the low, but not able to actually secure a follow-up. Has to pop the burst just to stop the round from going out of control, but it already has.
Please don't let it go this way. Gilla, all you had to do was super. No, the backdash getting caught because of the BRC.
Not the
oh my God.
It's like that. And the close slash, you had it in your hands. We just needed a route into the Succubi earlier, as you mentioned when we got the wall extension, but Gilla didn't have that follow-up there. You let Nyora live with a sliver, and they took the whole round with it.
I'm speechless. That was just a situation where maybe they weren't aware, right? They realized a little too late that, oh no, I can just combo into the Terror Twins here to either maybe not kill, but at least break the wall, get the Stain State, get the hard knockdown, and then just have to find one last hit. But because they gave up that position, gave up that meter by throwing out the super in neutral, they had nothing to save them there the moment that they lost the momentum.
And if you lose that momentum and strive, that can be the difference maker between a victory and a defeat. Currently trying to throw down a neutral right here. Gilla able to swap sides, trying to find the approach. Doesn't block on the jump, and sometimes, you know, people will get very twitchy when it comes to bursting when a counter hit comes through, and so sometimes it's well worth it to just take a moment and pause and say, okay, I got a counter hit, I have time to follow up and get the combo. I can actually bait out that burst that you have, and Gilla definitely could have done it on that jump in, so maybe it's a note of improvement for the future. That could have been some free damage, but Nyora freeing up the defense so far, frees up the YRC. We go for the counter right after YRC. I see you, Nyora, but Gilla a little more patient, going for the jump.
Oh no, but the teleport immediately getting blown up by the JH there. Spinning straight through and not going for any follow-up. The patience here from Nyora is so clean. Able to find that 2S now. Now your back is up against the wall, nowhere to run.
Run, nowhere to hide. It's now set point here for Nyora. Sets the run up with a far slash, goes with a throw. I mean, just cycling through all these different Fujin options. Oh, and there you go. Another way to bait burst, actually. See the shockwave from the Red Roman cancel. It didn't make contact with Gilla. It's like, oh, you have iframes in the middle of a combo? Interesting. Interesting how you did that.
There's a perfect. Interesting how they dominated there, showcasing why that is one of the most difficult.
If I remember right. Actually, I'm not going to make that guess. Texas is a big state, and I don't want to get my numbers twisted. Mesquite, Texas. See, I'm glad I waited until I confirmed where exactly we were looking for.
If you hang around TNS enough also, y'all already know about the Matcherino. !Matchero in the chat is going to bring that link up for all of you. We haven't even plugged it yet, and we're already down to nearly just 20 codes remaining, so make sure to check it out.
Yeah, but here we go. Sloth busting out, sending Magic right through this wall. Magic, of course, being a TNS regular, playing in various of these brackets, but also showing up to the Guilty Gear Strive 404 Anime Weekly as well out in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is a Georgian representative. Doing pretty well in those brackets as well. Formerly known as the man with the yellow hat. So has gone through a rebranding recently.
Man with the yellow hat. Now we got the beige hat.
Now we have the beige hat.
Oh my god, that's Stun Dipper at home.
We have Stun Dipper at home.
Just full dash, low Rekka. It's gonna get the IAD there at Ramstar as well, setting up the rope for the left-right mix. One thing I love about the rope is I love that you can bait burst with it, but I also love that it kind of opens up some of Chipp's more classic left-right mix-ups that weren't available beforehand, right? It takes the place of his teleport.
Yeah, indeed. He did have that particular tool in Rev 2, and since then, it's crazy to think about like just how crazy of a move Tightrope is. Not necessarily in terms of power level, but in terms of how it opens up Chipp's kit. Like, it opens up his mix-up game, opens up his Oki game, opens up his combo game. Like, it just does so much for the character. It's awesome. It's probably one of my favorite additions to Guilty Gear Strive in terms of new moves that we've seen as of yet. Meanwhile, Soul Bad Guy player is kind of looking like, when he gets all that, I just get a follow-up to Heavy Volcanic Viper. That's it. Okay.
And all my combo routes changed once again.
Once again, another patch on no B&B for Soul Bad Guy.
When it comes to the new moves added, it's definitely Chipp and Nago. They both easily have the most use.
Yeah.
But Mr. Johnny here, he don't need any new moves. He's got old, reliable Mistfinder and Magic with the BRC4 trying to go for the backdash, but he gets caught by that 2K and sends out a 2K of their own.
Yeah, good time on the mash to interrupt that pressure. First time these two have actually played in a bracket. It seems like that, but tons of tournament experience, right? Over 300 tournaments for Sloth, 280 for the man with the yellow hat, or Magic, as they now want to go by.
Shouts to Rome coming through, 40-month resub saying turn off Strive and put on Guilty Gear 1, Missing Link.
Oh, the Missing Link, okay.
I know Rome was just streaming that the other day. That game's funny. That's a funny game.
Yeah, I've heard some about the jank in that game. Can't name it off the top of my head, but crazy to think about where fighting games were and where we're at now with them. Flop looked like messing up a cross-up setup right there. Goes with the low here. Magic able to block. What a jab! Interrupting the Tightrope. Not able to confirm, though, from the far slash into heavy slash. Sloth gets sniped. Confirms are not quite going Magic's way, as Sloth's still living until finally two normals connect. And just like that, game's all tied up. Game 5 again.
That's right. I hope so. I hope we get another Game 5. Let me tell you this, though, Mangaka. In Guilty Gear 1, IKing the opponent wins the entire game, not just...
That's right! That was like the biggest piece of jank.
And you can counter IK their IK.
That's so sick.
It's such a funny...
Man. Like, Missing Link sounds like there's some prize cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like you win the match. Not just like the game, it's like the whole match. Right? And like those are like banned cards because it's just like, no, we don't want to deal with this ruling nightmare. That's just legal in Missing Link.
True. That's very true. I love how Axel looks in Missing Link, bro. He is so buff with the jorts and his like hunched over goblin stand. That's probably my favorite Axel design. Oh my god. But this Johnny routing, though.
Oh, we messed up. The TK, you saw Johnny jump and whip an air normal that was supposed to be a jump into a Mistfinder to strike overhead and detonate the card. So misexecution costing Magic. Potential round-winning situation here. Now Sloth gets the whip punish with Chipp. Goes for the high. I like the jump out from Magic just to deal with all the options. Low counter, but no confirm available. Magic's defense holding on so well, but Sloth, death by 1,000 cuts. That is what Chipp does. You can't get away from this ninja.
My god, all right, Sloth. Anything but slow here. Gonna get caught, though, on the backdash. Magic, just mistiming the forward Mistfinder.
There's some irony about your gamer tag being Sloth and playing like the fastest running character in a video game. There is something cheeky about that humor. Cheeky with this counter hit combo as well. Gets the Oki set up. Great defense again for Magic, not only recognizing the cross-up, but blocking low as well. Just great defense for Magic, but you need the confirms to come through to get back into this game.
Yep, finally able to find the throw there. Just gonna set up the card. And yeah, Beta Blade right on out, willing to take that risk. There's the BRC in the air, but the sweet chin music into a pickup. Fantastic confirm for Magic to immediately cancel into the Joker trick. Keep it simple.
Advice that will age incredibly well, regardless of genre. Sloth gets a throw, runs up, keeps the Oki. What a 6P on the correct side as well, calling out the cross up there from Sloth. Like, Magic is interacting with Sloth Okazemi at such a high-level way. I'm absolutely adoring this.
Phenomenal here. Oh, I think we were trying to go for the cross-up, but just didn't get the Kara. And now Sloth is back on the attack. There's the Uzumaki Barrage for the hard knockdown.
Again, giving up the meter gain from positive bonus, but here, Magic not giving up on this defense. Churning that butter until we get the reversal super out. Sloth has to hold this one, and a counter hit comes through as we just go for the Insegna, a throw shimmy potentially. Not a cross-up, because that move does have that property now, but I think you had to go for a different sort of setup from it. But either way, what a spicy comeback there from Magic.
I love going for that, actually. The empty leap into Nsenga, that is actually such a cheeky thing to go for, right? In a lot of cases, empty leap, people are either going to go for something like a close slash or a throw in those scenarios because they have the Oki. But Nsenga is going to catch not only the throw, but it's also going to catch the backdash.
Yes, indeed. And well, someone in Twitch chat, Mr. Faust, actually asking, isn't Magic a Testament player? Not this patch. They definitely have a history with Testament, of course. Again, this is the player formerly going by the man with the yellow hat. But it looks like they've been on a Johnny kick recently, trying to upgrade in terms of the tier list.
Whoa, just
for their personal pick. Oh, okay. All right.
Did you see that into the corner and out of the corner? I don't even know what just happened there.
Oh, but Magic's thankful for it. Getting the hits on Sloth. Burst is now spent. Overhead comes through. We RC to stabilize a combo. Extending with the tightrope. Going for the quick low as well. Positive bonus coming through. Regenerating that burst gauge. Increasing that tension gauge. But Magic, undeterred. 6K for the round start.
For that 2S. Yep, there's the left-right. You can take this all the way to the corner and go for a hard knockdown. Yeah, maximum chip. This actually isn't going to break the wall. It's going to take you right back to mid-screen. Oh, but we had the extra meter.
To extend, and beautiful routing there from Sloth, just taking advantage of the resources on deck for himself. Magic though, wow, that 6K whiff punishing. Gets Magic the corner now. Dash forward though, interrupting the card throw. The deal, as it's called.
Oh, beautiful routing there. That pickup off of the tumble state. Right into another super. Let's see the J's.
Beta Blade actually just punishing the jump in from Magic. Not quite a safe jump, it seems. Sloth. Oh my god, Magic so ready for all these cross-ups. 6K, fade back with a misfinder. Catch the backdash, but not much more than that. However, we're going to get a lot more off of this hit. Holding on a full meter. Cheeky Alpha Blade, cross-up overhead connects. And once again, we had full tension gauge jobber, so we're cashing out early with this super. Going to extend as well with the RC, I believe. No, just keep it for the next situation. Ooh. I like it even better.
And just got a raw close slash there to close out the round and take us to a game 5. You know, one of the things that we're starting to see here as the set goes on is Magic is kind of falling into the traps of this matchup, which is where we're ending a lot of strings with Mistfinder, and we think we're at a safe range because against other characters, Mistfinder being negative doesn't really matter. They're at too far of a range to punish. Problem here is you're not going to get punished, but Chipp is going to be in your face before you can act. He just has too fast of a running speed that you really can't afford to be doing Mistfinder into another button unless you're hitting just the tip of it.
Yes, indeed. It is a very unsafe move on block, so you have to space it out. I believe the frame data on it is still negative 15. And, I mean, negative 15, Chipp could cross the screen in like 15 frames. Like, this is like the yellow flash, you know? I mean, Sloth is wearing green, so maybe I gotta come up with a not so heavily Naruto reference, but Magic starting off incredibly strong, already sending Sloth through the wall with a hard knockdown. Wants to end this round off of this next mix.
I was trying to think of a Naruto character that wears green, and I literally can't. Isn't that crazy?
Rock Lee? My guy?
Oh yeah.
There you go. I got you.
Big fan.
The gates are open.
Hey, the gates are open, and he's moving hella fast, all right?
Exactly. I got you. Now, name one after that. I got nothing, though.
Yeah, other than Lee and Guy, I really don't know a single one that's wearing green. It's been a while, all right?
It has been, man. I mean, we were robbed of a Naruto fighter. I'll just be real about that. Sloth, though, trying to rob Magic of this next round here to take us to final game, final round. I want to deliver it.
Shikamaru is not wearing green.
Okay, that's like, let's exclude like the ninja uniform of the Hidden Leaf Village, right? Because everybody's wearing green.
That's
like everybody's wearing green. Like, no, I want like iconic green, not just the uniform green. Because there's like, well, Sakura wears green. Shut up, she's pink and red. All right.
You're right. The tuning vest, right? Or the Jonin. The Jonin or tuning?
I think it's tuning because Iruka wasn't a Jonin, I believe.
It's been a long Monday, chat, all right? Well, we got our tuning Sloth here, breaking the wall. You better believe it.
All right, final game, final round, full burst. Let's get this. 6K for Magic. Starts off very strong. Sloth gonna take the combo until a burst save point comes up. Blocks a 6K, but the frame trap with the Insegna is yet another hit, and I mean, this is looking like Naruto's bailing out of the tuning exam before he could finish.
What happens when you go up against a genius? Oh, unable to get the car for the cross up there. Ooh, okay, we're just running away. Go full screen.
All right. Oh, what an interrupt against the Gamma Blade. A punish, but no full confirm. Here we go. Magic does pop the burst, but it's Sloth, most importantly, with the resource advantage. We catch the backdash as well. Finally, the grab, hidden in the leaves.
One more mix-up could decide here. He's sitting on 100 tension. Ooh, freezing right in Magic's face. Gotta make something happen here. Gets tossed, and that's it! I've never seen Chipp frozen like that. One arm.
Like, well, I mean, actually, Yasian pulling up, letting us know the secret. It's just Brennan spelled backwards, his nannerb name. It's just Brennan, so nannerb, Brennan. I was like, oh, that's what it sounds like. I was trying to think of what it was, and I just said, BR? What starts with BR? And I just gave up. KyokuReset, thrown into this corner. Pulling on up here, and actually this is even cooler because we got a crossplay battle here. Brennan, nannerb on the PC. KyokuReset pulling up, playing on the PlayStation 5.
Probably trying to get some of that tournament experience, right? Obviously, offline tournaments played on PlayStation has a little bit of extra input lag, but here comes the Mega Death Buster to close out the round. This
Unika definitely
so
been. Speaking of so good, so's Unika in this patch. Kind of gotten a lot of flack in recent weeks, at least 1 week, where it's like, yo, this Unika character, man. Super strong in this version of the game, straightforward to play, but tons of ceiling and tech to learn. And
just hits like a truck.
Hits you with a bike as well. It's just like, see that gun? It's a motorcycle, chat. That's how cool this game is.
The bike gun sword outdoing Dante, and there's the laser to break the wall. Hard knockdown. She also keeps her dad's sword inside of it.
Right. Absolutely phenomenal stuff.
The tether is on. Now you're locked in here with Baiken. Gets caught with the counter hit to Tommy Matt. Going straight into the super to break the wall.
Hard knockdown as well. Not quite going to be able to break the tension gauge. Goes for the throw. Kyoku calls it out with the tech. Blocks the low on the 2 heavy slash. And actually, what looked like a failed attempt at Yozansen for the Tiger Knee overhead works out because it actually catches Kyoku whiffing up normal. And that JS, like, completely able to punish.
Oh, speaking of punishes. Okay, we're just locking out the burst option there. So one thing I've started to notice from some players, right, is they will use the counter blitz, not necessarily to kill, right? Because obviously it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but what it does do is it puts your opponent hella deep into the corner. The corner carry on it is phenomenal. So if you see they have burst and you don't want to spend any other resources and you just want to have the corner, counter blitz is really good for you.
Plus, it's still only a 50% investment on your burst gauge, and since it does have that corner carry, you're just an interaction away from breaking the wall to basically refund that burst you spent on the counter blitz usage right here. But Kyoku gonna break the wall, not actually able to run up and use a super to do so. So nannerb is able to live for just another moment. Kyoku, she'll get punished right here with the far slash. This gun dipper really not quite working out.
Yeah, it didn't get enough meter there to RC the stun dipper at the end. Such a close cut round there, but I love to see more players actually utilizing that counter blitz because I think it actually does have a use, particularly what we just explained, right? For that corner carry on an opponent who has burst.
Right, or perhaps there's, excuse me, the sausage is a little hot. Perhaps there's some ranges of some moves where it's like, oh, my confirm here is completely busted. Like, I'm not going to get too much from it. You can just instantly stabilize it in that instance as well. I do like that it is a mechanic that does have a little more niche uses compared to Wild Assault, which was very controversial ever since its introduction. So I get Arc System Works kind of going the opposite way of saying, let's rework this to not be like as pivotal to the game and its design anymore.
Yeah, props on Arc System Works just for understanding that something didn't work and straight up removing it from the game. Something as like big of a mechanic as Wild Assault, right?
Yeah, because we've seen them do that with special moves as well. I mean, remember where they made Nagoriyuki's Beyblade a low? Arc System Works did, and they, reverted that change. I've been appreciative of Arc System Works in this game, trying a change to characters, and then saying, all right, that didn't work, let's undo that, and also being able to make that same admission or carry that same mentality to their own system mechanics.
Yeah, 100% agree. Right now, though, nannerb having to hold on to the mechanics of this pressure here from Unika. Uh-oh, yeah, you're dead. Oh, no, drops the combo there with the laser. I think if you would have just gone for the generic wall bounce into DP loop route, you would have gotten the kill. Tried to get a little too fancy with it. It might end up costing them the round. Nice. Gets able to survive.
Kyoku trying to stabilize here. Not only is she apparently playing on a PS5, but chat reports that she's playing on a flat screen TV, which doesn't really have the best input delay things. Depends on the TV. Like I played Spyro, Reignited on my PS4. Hotel TV, trash. Like a whole second of delay. Home personal TV from like a decade ago, actually not too bad. I was like, okay, wait a minute.
The optimal way to play Guilty Gear Strive is on a CRT, 0 input lag. Oh, nice block on the other side. Just trying to create some space into the stun dipper. Late PRC. Learned that from her daddy. Oh, I thought we were going to go for the 6B there after the RC, but just going for the DRC to see what mix-up was coming. Unfortunately, not going to save you.
No, it won't. As we continue down more competitive Guilty Gear Strive games, Kyoku ties up the set, one apiece between herself and the opponent. Now it's a first of two effectively for our competitors today.
Right back into it. Man, these games are competitive, and we are still early on in the bracket. We're within the first hour, dude.
Right, this is a match just to get in the top 48. So this is a winner side qualifier. Both of these players, I believe, are guaranteed out of the pool already, but it's a matter of who's going to winners, who's going to losers. And I mean, that could be a huge difference maker in where you place, just because losers can be filled with sharks, and that's so much more games, or many more games, that you have to play in order to get a coveted top 8 appearance at TNS. We get the crossover air, Banner. Here I am, just even making up new names for these competitors. nannerb gonna find the burst and the follow-up here as well. Kyoku locked up in the corner, trying to find the next hit.
Mangaka, I am also excited for new Spider-Man.
Yes!
There we go, 5H.
No more.
Whoa, look at that!
Hey,
utilizing the yoink there to actually try and get the cross up, but KyokuReset was ready for it.
And here we go. nannerb ready with a reversal super. It is enough to get the kill here in this round. Good old Brennan. If you want to, look in this mirror. Ugh! Finds a hit. No more hard knockdown off of that. Finisher for Baiken, but still able to maintain offense. Good 6B on the jump in.
Oh yeah, was ready for the cross up, but not for the instant overhead Yozansen. And the counter hit 2H. You have to burst there if you want to stay alive. Patience. Oh, what a whip punish though!
Oh, but the RC didn't quite confirm Jobber, so Brennan has to find yet another hit. What a block on that overhead, just calling out that, yeah, I think I'd go for it. Ambiguous left-right mix on that jump in. Maintaining offense here, good deflection, just great space. Has it respected, blocks the cross-up, but there's a second overhead in the shadow of the first. Brennan up 2-1 now in the set.
Bro, I know somewhere after that whiff punish with the far slash and unable to do anything else, I know somewhere Lord Knight felt it. He spiritually felt that. He says something's wrong.
He just took a deep
out what.
He just took a deep sigh, like, you good? Yeah, like I've been having a good day. Don't know why that just came out of nowhere.
Got the clean whip punch and unable to do anything with it. the downsides there for Baiken, obviously her not getting a lot off of her far slash.
Trying to find the hit. Tommy Mag going to be dropped, giving it Brennan the offense right here. I like the delay in that Yozansen timing just to kind of lure Kyoku into a longer pause on that down block. Nah, again with this. Again with this jobber.
The most active JH in the world, able to blow up what looked like was going to be an anti-air 5H attempt from Kyoku. Yeah, in a game where all the close slashes got nerfed and no longer really work as good anti-airs, that 5H is it's a wall.
It is a wall indeed. Brennan able to keep Kyoku under a lot of duress right here. Tries to go for the air throw, but nannerb creates that space. The tether changes that interaction. Kyoku finally gets the turn. Connects with the dipper. We block the cross up though. Cross on block. Oh, the Haragi again just to deny the Oki. I love the choice.
Baiken got the gene where you don't smell when you sweat. Ooh. What are you saying?
That's our production manager, by the way. That's Asian, y'all. And your host of karaoke at various majors. See you at CEO, buddy. I'm so excited.
Oh, but there we go. Stun Dipper on in. Gonna get the pickup. Into that hard knockdown there with the Greed Sever. Laser right in your face for the plus frames. Greed Sever once again. Yeah, just smothered. I'm trying to figure out what exactly you do against that, because the Unikas online have been just putting the pillow over my face, bro.
Don't get hit.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe, bro.
They're just smother you with the offense. It's absurd. We can get smothered with offense here, though. Oh, tried to challenge with the 2K.
Blocks the JH. Blocks the double overhead, but still plus on block. Kyoku trying to wait out this offensive sequence. We slide right underneath Jobber. That cost Brennan the burst, just to make sure that Kyoku wasn't going to get too much momentum. Back throw, however, comes through. OTG. Take some plus frames with these normals. And I like it at this distance, Kyoku just going for these projectiles, trying to maintain that offense.
I can't believe her stun dipper actually low profiled that hard. But just going to go for the traditional DP routing there in the corner for that wall bounce and the wall break.
Oh, the throw. It's pretty scary now for Kyoku. Oh, we mess up again. We burst. One last opportunity for Kyoku here. Full tension gauge. No, the 2S, we call out the Dipper, and Brennan ends the 3-set win streak, takes it. I agree with that. And I agree that we also have an awesome set right in front of us here. Kriby versus Chainsaw Man. These two have plenty of experience playing in various games like the Backpack Brawl, Bracket X Bracket, the Geekly 99, Paragon. No way, this is another first TNS appearance for this particular head-to-head matchup. And across the 24 sets, Kriby has won 17 of them. So 71% win rate to Chainsaw Man, who's trying to fix that right now with his Ramlethal.
Flash kick right out of the corner there, trying to create some space. This is a classic matchup. Leo and Ram, faces of Guilty Gear Strive for years, and especially of 2.0.
Yeah, both these characters in a really strong spot. Chainsaw Man in a better spot, though, catching Kriby on the defense. Run up looking for a DP.
Oh, no OTG, actually. Maybe just trying to buy some more time for the swords to come back. BRC into the run-through. What defense from Chainsaw with the 5P mash, too? Oh,
I'm just saying, Denji mashed there, too. Denji would not respect that either, yeah.
Denji doesn't know how to block. I've seen the show.
I saw that. You're right.
Block is not binded on his controller. Ooh, what a throw.
I only hold forward.
Imagine if Chainsaw Man was the guest character. That'd be crazy.
That would be insane.
I think he kind of fit, too.
Actually, though, yeah.
Oh, and then the JK. All right, swords are back. Swords are online, but the deflect shield is going to be baited out and punished accordingly.
All right, we get the knockdown. Kriby's also going to get that. Uses the fast Roman cancel to extend the combo or in back turn stance. Looking for that burst, but Chainsaw Man knows better. However, excellent use of the blue Roman cancel. Scouting out Chainsaw Man's wake-up option. saw the iframes with the startup of the yellow Roman cancel. Easy block, and gets the kill. So it's all tied up here in the rounds. Kriby about to build up first.
5H, pull you back. Oh, nice with the 2K, 6K. Chainsaw Man. That was not, like, going to be a lot of damage, but it was all about the momentum, right? That's why you kind of went for a panic burst there, just to make sure that you couldn't get knocked down in the corner.
Safe jump block. YRC, well timed from Chainsaw Man. Tech on the throw. The defense from Kriby also holding up. Tap does RC to extend it. Drops the combo, however, so that could have been the round. Just going to send out the super just to maintain advantage. However, now you're in the corner. This is Chainsaw Man's chance.
Sword explosion. Whoa, and able to confirm, but pushing out just a little too far. No swords to actually hit with the 6H. Kriby, VRC. Oh, the Mortabato attempt. I respect the idea, but Kriby with just a little bit of a stagger there, able to close out game, or Chainsaw Non, excuse me, able to close out game number 1. Or wait, no, it was Kriby.
Yeah, it is
right?
Kriby on the layup.
Yeah, Kriby, okay.
Yeah. You had it right the first time. It's okay.
Yeah, production. Mixing me up.
Even production. Yeah, no. Kriby won game 1. Yasian, please. I see you talking to my boy
That's
Papa Mink in chat. He's our boy.
Look,
I see you.
We'll be kind to him because it's his birthday week, okay? Everyone say happy birthday to Yasian.
Everybody in chat, I need to see this. Twitch, YouTube, say happy birthday to Yasian, all right? Now I got to sing that at karaoke and see, be like, this is a little belated, however.
Last week, doesn't matter. We didn't say happy birthday to you last week, so we're saying it to you now.
Oh, okay.
All right, there's the flash.
So this is belated.
RC trying to go for the run. Wow, yeah, that was clean.
Yep. That was very clean. Oh, getting cheeky, trying to cross up with the sword. Normally you see a Ramlethal player like SQ like use her command overhead where she flies across the stage to kind of go for a much more cheeky cross up. But I like the variance here from Chainsaw Man. Kriby trying to hold this space, swinging these normals. Gets caught by the sword. Full combo extension now for Chainsaw Man.
It's sword right on you, trying to go for the throw. BRC forward, still gets caught though by the 6P. Not enough damage there to close it out.
Not quite, but there it is. We just wait for the sword. FD might not have been an option. I think Kriby could have potentially ran out of tension gauge at the end of that sequence. Now Chainsaw Man gets caught by the DP. We reset to neutral.
Yes. Nice. I just love the walk back into the dash forward 2K. The moment that you see the opponent dash forward, just catching their toes. They're going to go for the windshield wipers just for that knockdown.
Again, Chainsaw Man, I think, trying to go for like a fake throw shimmy right there. That's why you saw the jump out, but then not really having like a high-low follow-up, because off of a jump like that, if you have your air action, backdash overhead could potentially get you something, but you also didn't have the sword explosion to help you combo off of it, so I get why you wouldn't necessarily go for that overhead there. Just like, all right, you hit me, but what did you accomplish?
Yeah, you just get one little tick of damage and that's it. All right, now you need to figure out a way to accomplish escaping from the corner here, holding on to FE for dear life, but eating that back turn 5P, and now going straight through the glass and on your ass.
And that finds the opportunity of the mash. Goes to that jump shimmy again, and Kriby not really falling for like these throw baits, and with that, Chainsaw Man says, all right, you're not gonna let me shimmy you, then I'm gonna start throwing you. Throw you through this wall with the Mortabato. Safe jump in, single overhead, Kriby block, their turn now. Tap does, Chainsaw Man has to burst. Turn back, blue RC, tap does.
Ooh. Yep, an immediate burst there too, knew that was gonna be the end of the round. But the cross-up is gonna connect with the Berserker Slash.
That looks super ambiguous on which side it was going for as well. You have the FD pushing Kriby back just a little bit in those interactions. So I actually kind of thought that was going to stay same side. But no, Leo within proximity to actually get that cross up still. And that might have been the interaction that Chainsaw Nan wasn't expecting either, costing them game number 2. And now Kriby here at potential set point. They're able to close this game out.
Already starting off very aggressive here, getting the burst early from Kriby.
Throw coming through again. Chainsaw Nan has been doing a lot of baits on throws, so I like that the actual throws themselves are starting to make an appearance. Mortabato's going to catch the backdash, giving Chainsaw Nan an opportunity here. We'll reset to neutral.
Look at the run through there. Back turn pressure relentless. Going for the back turn jump as well. But I like the space there that Chainsaw Nan was keeping, is able to secure a round. See if this is the start of a momentum shift.
Momentum shifted back to Kriby. Catching with the low, gonna get the wall break. Positive bonus, so it's gonna top off that burst. It's gonna be able to build tons of tension gauge as well. So Chainsaw Nan gets the hit, tries to maintain offense, but misread the range and actually gets themselves punished. The blocked overhead. Wake up reversal, not actually an invincible option, so the input not quite being executed correctly, and so Kriby now at set point for the match.
Oh, but the 5H mortal counter baits out the DP. Gotta make this one hurt.
Another throw comes through. Chainsaw Nan needs another hit. Mortabato, it's gonna have to come down to this mix-up here. Kriby, can you defend? Oh, the patience from Chainsaw Nan. Going in with a dash, stopping the blue Roman cancel within range so that you could slow Kriby down, and then literally just using all of that time to say, okay, what did you do? Think about what you've done. Now let's go to game 4.
I love high-level use of BRC, right? It's an expensive way to slow down the game state, but just doing it to kind of take a little bit of a pause, see what's going on, and plan accordingly is beautiful. And so is the 11-month resub from It's Avarice. Welcome back.
Over a month, you're up to that year. Definitely Avarice, all right. Check the throw. Okay, now we're seeing Kriby checking these throws. Chainsaw Nan still baiting DPs. But I wonder if Chainsaw Nan is going to know Kriby checking throws and say, okay, maybe now all my jump shimmies are going to start working.
See if that conditioning is going to pay off. Going for a little bit of a shimmy once again. Catching the backdash there at the 2K, but unable to get anything out of it.
Oh, the command throw? Okay. Making an appearance there in the back turn.
The down power bomb. Look at the meter here on Kriby's side. So much tension. Oh, yeah. This is going to hurt. I don't think you're dead.
No, sliver.
But now here comes the 50-50.
Yeah, right? Block this mix.
Oh,
okay, chill, Chainsaw Nan! Chill! That was hyperbole! You weren't... It was rhetorical.
Oh, into the 5D, but drops the pickup there after the sword explosion. This scary position to be in here for Chainsaw Nan, and there it is. Say it with your chest, the 6P.
Trades, but finally the 6B is going to be the first real connection for Kriby. Goes with a cross-up jump with back turn. And with that momentum, going to break the wall. Taking that positive bonus. Chainsaw Nan still has burst available. Connects with the jump normal. Get the R knockdown. Chases the jump! Yo. Okay. You cooking. We got the reads on these movements.
Best.
Counter hit. This time I think we're catching Kriby tech and throws. Speaking of, another one? Nah, you're insane.
That BRC was interesting. We actually got pushed out a little bit too far from the FD, right? So wasn't able to reliably go for the low afterwards. Opted to just reset the pressure.
And another throw as well. Chainsaw Nan has been connecting with more and more throws as the set has gone on. And that's kind of being an Achilles heel for Kriby's defense at the moment. But Kriby's got to be careful, right? Because we've seen that Chainsaw has already been fishing for those throw techs to punish him. But Kriby's got to catch a big one here with that 6P. Putting Chainsaw Man through the wall with a hard knockdown.
Oh, but there we go. Far slash. And the 5D up in the gut. Yeah, he's honest. Very honest. Most honest character in fighting game. Deliver us to your kingdom of honesty. Does anyone have that copy pasta, by the way? Kai Bros, join us in prayer. Oh! Alright, that might have been a little dishonest, but you know.
What a JP there from Red Mist, who has a bone to pick with Scissors. These two have played a total of 6 times, actually, across the Gilla back-back and previous TNSs, and Scissors has won 5 of those sets, so it's a 5-1 win record for Scissors, our Canadian representative in this matchup.
Nice backdash there. That's such an active bar slash as well, so being able to backdash it is very great from the Red Mist. Love that we're on brand with the color, too. That is a red as hell color on Kai.
That is so red, you know what I mean? Oh, iframes are iframes! Iframes are iframes! Red Mist. Oh, fortunately not going to see any of that. Finds a 2P, ending the round. That could have been disaster. Unlike my dinner, Yasian's asking me what Korean did I get. We got a place called Bonchan out here. I had some bulgogi with rice noodles, sausage, and pancake stuff. Really good, but they forgot my Dr. Pepper. Mad as
How are you supposed to eat your food without your drink?
Oh, my drink!
My diet Dr. Kelp.
My diet Dr. Kelp. I really did get the Dr. drink. Oh my god, I am just that SpongeBob character now.
Nice jump over, but gonna get tossed. Set up the butterfly once again. Love that we're just going for the butterfly Oki here. Oh, no.
Yeah, massive damage. Closes out the round pretty straightforward with that confirm. Both sides, not quite at full burst, but Red Mist about to build it after the next interaction. Scissors, gonna be without it. Nice backdash to call out the throw. Gonna get the knockdown and shock state applied. Take some plus frames with that 6K, keep him grounded. Yo, what a tap dust and what a block on it as well. Red Mist going for it as soon as they cross the 50% tension gauge so that you can RC to keep it safe or follow up. And Scissors just instantly recognize and block too. Incredible.
Ooh, throwing the Fujin as well. That is crazy reaction. A nice 2S press out. Yep, smells the blood in the water. A little pause into the 5D, and that is going to be game number 1 for the Red Mist. Turning Scissors, Red Mist right there.
Now, I will say this. That's the typical scoreline as I eat my rice. Sorry. Between these two players is 3-1 Scissors' favor. So the Red Mist, no stranger to picking up at least a game from Scissors. And the only time they've been able to take it to a Game 5 situation was when they beat Scissors in their first encounter. Loser semifinals of Backpack Brawl number 162 in August of last year. So, we got about a year of history between these two players, and the Red Mist has not been able to take more than a single game off of Scissors since that encounter.
Okay, so we'll see. Is fate gonna change here tonight for the Red Mist?
Don't take love listening to this dude stuff his face. Hey, Mangaka ASMR in the middle of Twitch, Makes a lot of streamers money. Tong told me to do it, if you believe me.
The Mangaka mukbang?
Yeah, no, Papa Ming said that earlier. But on coming through with the $10 direct contribution to the Matcherino. Thank you so much. Stuffing that prize pool up, just like my face. Thank you so much. I realized what I just implied right there. I didn't mean to do that, but hey, it's fun.
Oh, backdash there is going to get caught, though, putting the shock state on to Scissors. All right, but we're able to poke out, get the low with the Nagiha.
Kai showing Anji what a real low looks like with that stun dipper. And Scissors going for, this is a bit of a hero burst, but honestly, I get it. You're one interaction away from taking this round from the Red Mist, and you had full tension gauge, so there's a lot of interactions that you keep yourself safe from, just like that. Oh, the JD trying to stall. Yeah, but you can only stall the inevitable here as Scissors off of the back of that burst is able to take the round.
You took the bar right out of my brain, too. You didn't say it, I was going to say it.
I know, wavelength. Great minds think alike, my friend.
set up the butterfly immediately into the 2S this time. The overhead. Straight into a super to break the wall. Not going to kill, but this hard knockdown is going to lead to a dangerous scenario.
What a 2P, interrupting. Red missed. Comeback for comeback.
Okay.
Oh, but Fujin. Yo, man, I was like in the stratosphere. What'd you mean that hit? All the way up there.
You know, Anji just be having big hitboxes.
Big hitboxes, man. I'm getting flashbacks because I was playing 2XKO earlier and Ari 2M anti-aired me. I was like, how? What do you mean? Like I was airborne. She's like sweeping the ground. Why am I getting hit in the sky?
Every once in a while, I get a close / anti-air, and I'm like that Ratatouille guy who's eating the pasta, bro.
You just flashing back. Oh, all those years of close / anti-airs flooding back in your memory. Oh,
I love close / anti-air. That's the thing I miss the most about Pre 2.0.
Yeah, I definitely feel like a couple of those hitboxes could be a little taller.
Some are crazy tiny, man.
All right, it's insulting how tiny they are. Scissors opening up Red Mist defense over and over again. Finds the moment, gets in there. Goes with a jump for the little bit of sauce. Oh, but the counter? Is getting the card crush. However, Red Mist saves the damage, but yeah, I trying to detonate with the Thunder Strike. But alas, Scissors able to spin right all through that, send him through the wall. Is this enough? Not quite.
Man, the routing there, phenomenal from Scissors. Making every single hit count. But nice, the deep dash, run in for the throw. Remember, Kai is spiritually a grappler.
Right. Drops the combo, but might be a happy little reset. However, 2P will catch Red Mist offense. Scissors denies the comeback. Sitting here, a potential game point to go up 2-1 in the set. Catching the JH, the counter yet again comes through. This time it will connect. Non-cinematic, but good chunk of damage.
Okay. Done edge. The plus frames there with the Foudre arc. Oh, that actually caught. We are just spamming the fans now. Mash out with the 2P. Still no burst from the Red Mist. You actually can't take a hit now. You have to burst on block or in neutral.
Right, but who needs that if you're on offense? However, Scissor just saying, you can't do that, Oki, when I got this kind of meter. It's way too slow on startup. Telegraph because of that. So all I gotta do is just hit my reversal counter input on wake up, and I will deny you every time, and that costs Red Mist the round.
It is illegal. Now, Scissors sitting here at 2-1, threatening to send the Red Mist to the loser side of the bracket, trying to keep the winning score. Like you said, in the history, Scissors definitely has the winning record here against the Red Mist.
Despite that strong start in game 1 that the Red Mist had, and has definitely, not been like completely blown out of the water, has just not been able to fully lock Scissors down for extended periods of time and keep that advantage going. Spends the RC right there just to get Scissors to burst in that situation. And so now Red Mist down that tension gauge is suddenly going to be suffering a bit of equalization to the life bars here as Scissors gets the burst out as well. So now comes down to who navigates this neutral a little better. Overhead connects.
Poke there with the bar slash, gonna go into the RC. We want the wall break.
We'll get it, but now,
what we will have.
Yeah, you're back to neutral. Scissors has the advantage here. Fortunately for Red Mist, that backdash was not caught by that red Roman cancel, or the blue Roman cancel, but now Scissors gonna be able to complete this combo potentially, and yeah, snatches victory yet again from defeat.
Taking us to set point here as well for Scissors. Taking a look at the bracket here too. Winner of this game, if Scissors is able to close out this last round, is going to move on to face RedIAmNot in a top 8 qualifier match. able to score the close slash. Doesn't go for the wall break. They want to make sure that when they break the wall, it'll kill. And that's going to be it. Scissors moving on to a top 8 qualifier to face RedIAmNot.
Scissors seeing all kinds of red right now. First the mist, and then I am not. A little bit later, but in terms of the balance patch.
Also, I do want to just confirm, by the way, now that we have Slayer on screen, yes, Takayahashi is, in fact, the voice of Dr. Doom in Marvel Tokon. So I believe that is his final role. He gets to play Dr. Doom. Rest in peace. Generational talent.
Absolutely generational. Thoughts go out to all of his friends and family, and we are just blessed to get him for one last Arc System Works game. But here we go, Macho.
Oh my god!
Look at this. This is with the mana shield up, by the way.
Without mana, you actually would just be dead. I love this character.
I thought they said they nerfed the damage. Some starters, yes, chat.
This Dandy as a Chipp means something. Oh, okay, I like it. Going for the deflect shield into the Dandy step, but you have to be careful, right? That TP covers so much ground. Really good in this matchup in particular for shutting down Mappa Hunches and Dandy step neutral.
Right now we're holding on this pressure.
+4 with that far slash.
Catch him with the low. Macho trying to defend.
Oh, and there it is. Finally hitting that counter hit. Close slash. Oh, okay. I thought we were actually trying to bait out the burst there with that PRC. Trying to go for some kind of a route there with the 2K. Now on the defensive, and unfortunately Slayer here. Oh my god.
What a back throw there from Macho, actually able to catch Clone on the way down. But Clone gets the next pickup right here. Still able to break the wall with the side swap. We were trying to go for the loops, and well, we met a wall.
Now we meet a dark magic attack, blocking the overhead. Again, Dandy Step is just a really difficult move to use in neutral here because of that 2D being so long range. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to be blocking that, but ended up just eating the dark magic attack to the face and getting sent to the Shadow Realm.
Banished the way it is. Macho starting off strong here against Clone. Could potentially be trying to rewrite some history. They've taken games and have gone to Game 5 situations before with Cloned, so not an unfamiliar territory just yet.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Start scenario. Oh, Master. That was such a late throw on that Master's Hammer.
Somebody's been labbing that interaction. Somebody is tired of getting hit by that, and they are here to punish it and deny Clone the tool. I will tell you what, Jobber. And Macho looking really well right now. He's going to be able to regenerate all this mana in that out-of-mana state and top off Asuka's resources.
Being able to shut down Master's Hammer again, that is 3 for 3 on the Master's Hammer throws, is such an important thing in this matchup, right? Master's Hammer is plus, like, infinity. Slayer can just do whatever he wants afterwards. There we go. Bloodsucking Universe into the Kara pile bunker.
All right, and Clone's still able to get the hit. He's maintaining this offense. Cross-up comes through, not enough to get the kill. Backdash against the hammer. We get yet another throw, Jobber. OTG won't be enough to kill. We just regenerate the resources. And the overhead comes through! Come back denied. Ponder this. Call it an overhead, if you will. I'm forcing the pun at that point.
All right, OTG there with some cubes, keeping the pressure on. Dropping another orb. And oh no, able to RC and actually block the gold burst.
Trying to defend. What an interrupt as well from Macho. The defense just so crucial here. Keeping Clone completely out of that offensive range that she wants to get Slayer into. Blocks the tap dust, blocks the overhead as well. Macho now out of mana. Not using like the mana-less spell that, or the slotless spell that Asuka does have access to. Oh no.
Oh you're
no.
kidding me.
That's what we're doing now?
Diabolical. Oh my god, Clone, she's twirling the mustache after that one. There's the bite. Trying to go for the 6K, but what a 5-beat press!
Macho just showcasing a masterclass of how to defend against Slayer. I mean, how many hours have you drilled against this character? This has to be fueled by spite for Clone, like I'm never losing again.
I'll bunker. Are you okay? Gotta watch out there. The orb is ready to be pondered if you're holding down back.
Cycling through some spells. Great defense there from Clone, seeing the overhead in the spell slot. Macho, though, still finds the next hit, sends Clone through the wall, has positive bonus. Backdashes, just creating some space. Burst as well, preemptive as hell.
That Master's Hammer PRC that we saw in the last round, very much spiritually was Helter Skelter wires.
You're so weird.
Oh no! Yep, going for the loops. That RC into the 2S. And the reset! The reset just to break the shield.
Into the throw, and oh my god!
What?
Took a bite out of his entire esophagus.
Literally
no breathing, no blood flow.
Ripped the jugular out, bro. Looking like Sasuke after that clothesline from Killer B, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
The trachea is gone.
Jeez Louise, man.
That was like Venom. To that petty robber, bro.
Right, you know, just like, hey,
bodega.
don't pick on my favorite gas station lady. I'll eat you, literally. Oh my god. Gold burst on Wake Up for Macho. Clone trying to deal with all these cubes. However, not quite working out for her. Macho maintaining offense.
Right, guard crush, trying to go for the low. Nice backdash there, but again, the Master's Hammer this time getting jumped.
Oh no, here we go yet again.
Alright, just goes for the 5K2D for the reset. Ends up staying same side because of a slight delay there before the dash. And now, it's time. Last Horizon.
Yo, he looks so good. What's your skincare routine?
Yep.
Blood.
He does look good, but I'm more of a fan of the Silver Fox. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that one too. I feel that one too. He's aged like a fine wine as a vampire show. Or a nightless, as Guilty Gear likes to call him.
He's got a mansion. He's got style. He's got a hot wife.
Has it all?
Player, they'll kill you.
Slayer, you too bad, they said.
Oh my god, and right now, Macho is doing the killing. Able to take a round. This is a tug of war round here. Who is going to get that cushion of one extra game to give?
Trying to close the gap, but the cubes are there. Macho. Mana getting pretty low on Asuka. That is a reality of the character in this version of the game. You're delaying the eventual out-of-state positioning with this character now, but Macho staying just above that burnout point. Dark magic attack on the round start. Clone just stays pretty conservative, but again, the wall of cubes just keeping Clone boxed in this player one side corner as Macho finally gets the burst. However, Clone could get a TOD here at last. Macho gets the hit. No spells in the back pocket with the mana being in the state it was.
Rio RC trying to go for the left-right mix. Immediate burst from Macho, just trying to close it out, and with that just defend, able to set up the cube into the 5D. There is no more tension there for Clone. Is just going to get chipped out.
Eventually, but who needs to block when you're on offense? The jump outs from Macho as well, just showcasing the different options against that Master's Hammer, whether it's throwing it, whether it's jumping out of it. Incredible defense nets Macho that crucial Game 3 win.
Clone, she's better than me, though. Going for the safe bump ahead, I would have mashed pile bunker there. I would have been seeing red. Trying to gamble. But Macho now one game away from getting it a top 8 on the winner's side. Clone trying to take this back to a Game 5.
I kind of feel like this is the battle of who gets on the thumbnail for this TNS. We're like, oh cool, Slayer in top 8. Oh cool, Asuka in top 8. And I feel like that's where we get the clicks. Unless there's something crazier going to happen. So let's see. Macho pulling on up.
Yeah, Chad. Both Slayer and Nago, they don't get any weaknesses during the daytime. They're fine. They're daywalkers.
Sorry, Asian just being like, Mangaka reading my ass right now. It's got me dead.
Right now, the one getting read like a book here is Cloned, unable to stop the onslaught. The geometric offense coming from Macho.
Orbs and cubes, man. How do they work? Cloned. Gonna get a little bit of extra damage, but she goes to the reset. Great block on the crosser from Macho this time. Saving the round, honestly. However, chunk of damage, universal counter on that follow-up. Macho barely able to survive with the mana shield.
Gonna try and jump. I think that's gonna, yep, force the block there. The plus frames for Macho into the low overhead. And the cross-up! Okay.
We got swag like that? That would be pretty hype right now. And then Konomo in chat said put KingJobber on the thumbnail. Yo, if Slayer gets in this top 8, put Jobber and Slayer. If Asuka gets in, put me and Asuka on it. You feel the clicks? You feel the vibes? Anyway. Oh! Feel this!
Trying to have them put me in the merch stuff, you know what I'm saying? Nice burst, Faithful. Unable to get the second follow-up there after the far slash. It's fine, though. Keeping the offense going, staying same side. Gonna go for the 2D. No, a reset into a pile bunker. You're snazzy with it.
Not enough to get the kill, though. Macho living again with the mana shield. Dark Magic second round start. At this point, Clone is just going to block as a service at round start. Macho gets the sweep, gets the tap dust overhead. Not going to be enough to kill. He's going to settle for the knockdown here just to try to win a little bit more of a mix-up. Catches Cloned. Breaks the wall, but critically, Jobber, there's no mana for Macho anymore. Super Mappa Hunch!
It's all right, we can't see it. Gotcha! Don't forget, this bat has wings.
Expensive way to cross the screen. Chipp does that for free. Oh, I love it coming out from Clone.
Oh no, the goal burst though, just whiffing. This is massive for Macho now, especially getting this throw.
Yeah, the mana's gonna regenerate. Still sitting on, I believe that's test case 2, if I know my colors.
Oh,
Gold burst on wake up does connect.
That was a really expensive burst bait as well, but gets the Master Chamber. Okay, just goes for the simple route there with the 2S. Into the reset.
Side.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I love it. That close slash. I love, by the way, that close slash is actually animation-wise pretty much just under pressure from Exit, right? I think that's actually really unique because they took away his under pressure. He still has It's Late.
Yep.
But the animation is very similar. I like that a lot.
Kind of gives you the sense that, like, yo, this used to be a special move. I can just do it normally now. That's how much stronger I am. This thing that was special, I just do it.
He's catching it with his arm, too. Like, he's catching his bicep with the claw up. Slayer is always holding back, too. That's the thing. He just fights for fun.
Right? Not a sadistic as Alucard from Hellsing who will toy with his victims. Slayer kind of just looking for that dandy time.
Mechanically, strongest... mechanically, probably second strongest character in Guilty Gear, actually. I think the strongest is Axel.
Yeah,
oh, you're dead.
Something. Oh, yeah. Goodbye. Unless... Yeah, wall break. There it is. Forgot the guaranteed stick. Good call. You know. You know.
As Proxy always says, a lead is not a lead against Slayer.
Oh, no punish on that jump over the throw attempt, so... But Macho does get some of the follow-ups here. Ooh, Hand of Doom. Just to escape the situation.
Old low is going to connect immediately into the ice. Take that opportunity there to charge some mana, recognizing that, you know, we are all out of... Okay,
oh, yeah, we tried, and that's a fully charged dust punish. Macho showcasing a short combo, not enough to get the kill. One more interaction. If Macho can find the hit, blocking all these tap dust. I would have done it the third time out of spite. Like, I can't even make this one safe. I just want you to get hit.
I'm not even sure, honestly, what Clone was going for there with the Super Mappa Hunt, right? Macho didn't have any mana. Maybe trying to catch a mana charge, but I don't think Macho would just charge a neutral like that because even regular Mappa Hunts would have been a threat.
Here we go, though. Cloned off to a really good start here. Macho has to endure until mana comes back online. Gets the throw. Nice. This could be the reversal of fortune that Macho needs.
Yep, full hit with the ground bounce. Overhead is blocked. Out of mana, though. And there it is. Mappa Hunch to catch you trying to draw cards, but a 2 PRC.
Yo, and the double down on the burst bait. First after the RC, then after the wake up. So Clone just completely whiffing with that resource. She still's gonna get a hit. Pushing Macho towards his corner. Throws the master hand again, Jobber!
Oh no. Okay, nice YRC there into the counter hit, but it's not going to be enough. Going to have to go for the knockdown here. One last mix into a blood-sucking universe. Slayer's going on the thumbnail, and Cloned is going into top 8 on the winner's side. Record though, but see what iDom is cooking up.
Yo. Well, so far, iDom being pushed into the corner. Has to defend here. MacMens does get the burst out of iDom nice and early. There's the spins coming through as well, with punishing that 5K. Oh, the throw just out of range. Opportunity for iDom down to play. So far, MacMens is unrelenting in this pressure. Tap Dust will connect into the fast RC. Should be able to take the round here off of iDom. Because MacMens would love to maintain this winning head-to-head record. These two have played 5 times before, pretty much exclusively on TNS. And MacMens has won 3 out of those 5 sets. Or, excuse me, 3 out of those... Yeah, no, 3 out of 5 sets. Excuse me. I got crossed up on math and conversions, and... No, I was correct. I was right. The commentator has muted for a moment. We're going to be vibing together, just you and I, chat. We'll be right back, though. Don't you worry about it. iDom finally getting to play this round. Takes a throw. Okay. A perfect for iDom in that second round, answering back. Gets the swap here, but with that side swap, MacMens has a great opportunity to pop the burst, putting iDom into that corner. Burst for burst. Get the back throw here. iDom in a really good spot. Has MacMens cornered. Needs to control this space a bit more.
That's what it's all about, right? Trying to control the space and now going in to make sure that MacMens doesn't get any ideas about spinning.
Not enough to kill, though. Those Japanese guts, man.
Too strong.
Oh, and the back dash also too strong. Yeah, barely able to dodge the Arbiter sign and also get out of range of that tap dust follow-up that iDom was going for, which diabolical, by the way. Low high just like that, but MacMens says, how dare you try to do that to me? Hold this. iDom does.
Oh, no. And gets the pickup afterwards.
Saving grace for iDom. Oh, no, yeah. The saving grace for iDom was the fact that he was blown out of the corner, so MacMens was not going to be able to get the minimum damage from a wall shatter. But even so, you're caught in the Anji blender. Overhead connects from the Fujin follow-up. Close game 1, but MacMens takes it.
And again, even at this level 2, you're still seeing the pains of this matchup, right? It is a constant uphill battle for Test runaway games. You have to be pure of heart, Joe. Well, there we go.
Kind of hit there as well. MacMens running the offense, looking for any kind of defensive option. The burst will stop the pressure in the offense.
Using that unholy diver to try and stop the movement forward, but MacMens finally finding the way in. Plenty of tension to work with, 100 being spent just to get this wall break.
And a hard knockdown too. With the right sort of opener, we can end this round right here. iDom has to defend. Force the block. The kunai. Able to stabilize though. Into that stained state. Getting us a little bit of space in mid-screen. MacMens just completely runs all the way through. What a call out on the zoning pattern.
Cool. Nagiha connecting to, pushing iDom back up against the wall. And worst place for Testament to be, right? Back in the wall with no succubus set up, no mobility whatsoever. Unfortunately, Testament does not have the greatest counter poke buttons either.
And oh, clinical closing there from MacMens. Using the RC to not only get the confirm going, but also being able to option select and scout out that burst that iDom pretty much had to hit. Like, you got touched once, there is no second touch that you survive with that low HP. So iDom kind of in a checkmate situation just with how MacMens routed. And now, MacMens up 2-0. It seems like even in the hands of when you up the skill level of the players representing these characters, the matchup is largely playing out the same.
Duel 1.
Yeah, I mean, you said that was a checkmate scenario. Now this is the true check scenario, right? Set point. So not quite set point yet for MacMens, but 1 game away. Taking it to top 8 on the winner's side.
And even then, too, like, as much as we've talked about the Testament Anji matchup, some of this, too, is coming down to iDom's defense against Anji. MacMens has had a lot of success with a bunch of these Fujin mix-ups and things like that. Granted, it's supposed to mix you. It's supposed to, you know, be hard to block. But with iDom's defense also not holding up in some of these situations, MacMens is able to get tons of advantage in Snowball. Here comes the hard knockdown now.
Speaking of snowballing, still has 50 tension here for the 50-50 mix-up. Oh, hold on. That's a 3-way split mix-up. I forgot. I was thinking overhead low. I
even you got
forgot
mixed.
about the elusive sneaky throw.
It's right when you forget about that option that it comes back to bite you. Now iDom should be going down the loser's side and has to play one more set to get into top A, but comes down to how this next sequence against MacMens plays out. Trying to hold this space. We do get the hit. Able to stabilize and combo with that Stain State. Oh, but MacMens, again, perfectly navigating the zoning. Whether it's running up against Arbiter Sign, jumping over and instant air dashing against Holy Diver or Unholy Diver. It's just, oh, MacMens is too good in this matchup.
The overhead there with the Arbiter Sign, trying to go for the low. Overhead low, just keep sending it until one connects here. And iDom still showing signs of life.
Gets the throw as well.
Except for Potemkin. Hey, Leo's looking at you.
Right. Whoop, back dash. Oh, we're trying to find the right options, but MacMens just catching the Fuzzy Mash 2K with the kunai. Sends iDom through the wall. Still has 50% tension gauge, so iDom has to be very careful about this round start. He's just trying to air dash back and disengage. Good block on the tap dust. However, there's only so much you can block. A burst will give iDom one last chance, but Fujin snuffs it away. 3-0 for MacMens.
Shouts to Nubenheimer.
But you know it's RedIAmNot because it's still Birthday Train. It's still Birthday Train.
So Nubenheimer is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Hope he's doing all right. RedIAmNot has to pop the burst. A little bit early because both of these characters, incredibly oppressive offense. Defensive options, not exactly the best. Slayer doesn't really have a reversal of any kind. I mean, there is Hand of Doom. You can kind of make that argument for. RedIAmNot, you know, would need the 50% tension gauge to use down with the system to bust out with it. Otherwise, they're just going to have to rely on their own defensive reads and option selects. Like, deal with this, a blood-sucking universe.
And Hand of Doom a little bit better, I think, in 2.0, actually. Now that when it actually hits, it pushes you right back to neutral. It's more preferable than the situation it used to be in, where you were negative on hit and still close to the opponent.
Right.
Oh, but nice bump ahead, just going for the far slash to the 5H, getting the corner carry there with the Mappa Hunch, and sending you through the wall with the super Mappa Hunch.
Catching a jump out, it seems, with that close slash, but not able to get the full confirm. 6K connects. Not really much more than that. This clone just keeping RedIAmNot box in this corner, and I feel like that could very well be the tone of this matchup, is who gets the lead and then runs with it. And how many times can you do it before the other person has a chance to stop you?
Both characters very mix-up heavy too, right? Players mix-up coming a little bit more from the left-right, whereas Goldlewis has that high-low, and down with the system, fully churned to break the glass. Which character requires a brain to play? That's a trick question.
Exactly. See, Jobber likes both of these characters, and he knows why. You just do the things and they go. RedIAmNot going for a mix.
Characters that look, Mangaka. There's something you need to know about me. I don't play characters that take a brain. All right. And I'm proud to admit that.
Exactly, y'all. Y'all hating because you ain't it. There's a thing called heart players. You know, they use their ultra instinct to move out there. All right.
Right. Now harass with that +4 bar slash. Eventually you stand, yeah, and that's where the 2H comes in. But a beautiful 6B into the Behemoth Typhoon. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. A deflect shield mistimed. Cost cloned a lot of life in these back-to-back sequences. RedIAmNot drops the drone, but it lasts for so little now. Thanks to the nerfs to its duration. But you're able to RC it.
Oh, staying safe side there into the cross-up.
Another one. And immediately looking for that burst, but RedIAmNot cool as a cucumber. Doesn't fall for it, but Clone blinks yet again with a deflect shield. It gets opened up. Not like this.
Shinka, who do I play? I play both the characters you see on screen right now. And Axel. Axel's my third.
Axel's the third.
You can adjust your respect however you like. Just know that when I'm playing, I'm smiling.
And isn't that how you win, chat? Smiling as you play. Like, yo, I just love this game.
You can never beat
because
someone
we
who's having fun.
Someone who is talented can never win against someone who's having fun.
Right. Yeah, look at that. The Hand of Doom. Creating that space, putting you right back to neutral.
Oh, but calling out the retreat actually with that Behemoth Typhoon. Putting RedIAmNot in a good spot. The gold burst, however, from Clone. Gets her some opportunities to play. Let's see if Clone can endure this mix-up. Does so pretty well. Pile bunker. Keeping these going through. We're getting these initial hits, Jobber, just to then go for resets. A little bit of damage up on the table, but at the same time, I wouldn't expect the close slash to hit. RedIAmNot there either.
Oh, you're a goner. Yeah, that is a cross-up into the fully charged dust, and there's the round. Chat saying heart players don't need to know frame data. That's so true. I've been playing Slayer for 11 years in Exerd, and I actually don't know any of his frame data. And I've won tournaments. I don't know a single one. I think his 5K might be 5 frames. I don't know, bro.
Oh, man. Sometimes you just need to know the game flow and the game plan. You don't need the numbers behind it.
I just know what they block kills me. You know what I mean? That's it.
Exactly right.
I know if they block this, I die. That's all I need to know.
Exactly right. That's some king status right there. Thinking is for peasants. The king has a person to do that for him.
Now, in this game, I know his frame data, because this is a modern fighting game, and you need to know frame data. You have to know frame data in modern fighting games, and you have to know how to confirm this through the wall every single Behemoth Typhoon.
Clone taking a good grip of damage. Be a long climb to make to try to make this comeback. RedIAmNot more than happy to leverage the security gauge to drain Clone's tension gauge to make sure there's no more FDs in the future. And yeah, simple hit and VOP there. Red up 2-0 so far uncloned.
That was an interesting choice there from the end of Cloned as well. Going for the deflect shield on the minigun. I have to wonder what that was for. I mean, you're putting yourself back at full screen. Obviously, Red is going to run out of security gauge, but then you have to reapproach. I wonder if it's just you wanted to really create that space, right? I have to imagine that's the only reason to go for that.
Possibly so, yeah. I can't really think of an input that would overlap with it that Clone was going for. Although, it is interesting to note as well that in all the sets that these two have played, there's only been one time it's ever gone to a Game 5 situation. That being Losers Final of the GGST 82 in December of last year. Everything else, it's pretty much 3-1 or 3-0 between these two. So, I mean, the very unlikely scenario for Clone to actually try and bring this all the way back against RedIAmNot, who is still riding the snowball like an avalanche, tearing through the Hun army.
But we mashed that bionic elbow. The American dream.
Oh, this is Slayer's dream right here. Counter hit to start off a combo sequence. Get a couple pile bunker loops in there. Take the reset. Same side, catching RedIAmNot. Clone gets the full confirm. Explosive round here. Clone needs this to get herself back in this set.
And there's the 5D. Yeah, there's not going to be a burst here. Another pile bunker to break the wall. No, just goes for the 6H. And I love the reset that we're seeing Clone go for constantly. Has been consistently just going for the close slash, but you can do the Kara dandy step there to get across a pile bunker.
Clone now has to defend against all these Behemoth Typhoons. The security gauge slowly building up for RedIAmNot. Once we hit that full security gauge, could have potentially gone for a Behemoth Typhoon cancel, but Clone close out the round. Both sides full burst. Comes down to whose defense is better, and so far Clone starting off with offense. Red blocking all of the pressure.
It's just a dash cancel. Slayer can, he just dash cancels his special. Or the startup of his special. So he's canceling his dash.
Yeah, they made that easier in this patch too, didn't they? Or in like the more recent updates. They did the same thing with Johnny, where before you had like a dash jump car cancel, right?
Yeah, traditionally, when Slayer had like his backdash cancels, you would have to Tiger Knee everything. And you had to Tiger Knee stuff too in this game to get them, but they made it to where you don't have to do that anymore. Which is really convenient. It makes it super easy to do the Kara bite and the Kara dandy step.
Just like it's super easy for Patrick Bateman to subscribe to TNS. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Cloned, trying to get in. What a check there from RedIAmNot. Good blocks from Clone.
Let me see Paul Allen's. 2S into the corner. Whoa, okay. That was definitely a little bit of a missed input there.
Oh, and if we just found an OTG, but we find the master hand, it said Cloned takes a game off of RedIAmNot, so there's still a chance for her in this set. But can you, for the second time in this 24 set, soon to be 25 set history between these two players, take us to game 5?
I would like to see it, honestly. No matter who wins or whoever loses, I still win.
Exactly.
Now jumping right into it, the birthday train is still rolling down the track. Destination, winners finals.
Burst comes through. So RedIAmNot again a bit on the back foot here. Clone connects with that Master's Hammers. And again, I think we can all appreciate after seeing Macho's defense against Clone Slayer, like just how good Macho was defending against Slayer, throwing these Master's Hands, jumping out of them as an alternative defensive option. Meanwhile, RedIAmNot a lot more susceptible to this gameplay from Clone. Able to interrupt and catch. So Red's defense does hold out.
It's really terrifying to challenge, right? You have to be super confident to challenge the Master's Hammer because if you guess wrong and eat a mortal counter, you are going to be destroyed by a pile bunker loop. Speaking of pile bunker loop.
Manifest that shit. There's a throw. Okay, Clone.
Yeah, the Kara bite. Blood-sucking universe. Clone now just riding this momentum. There's the bump ahead into the OTG.
There it is.
Yeah, immediate burst.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't want to take that damage, not in this life. Trying to get all kind of bamboozling with this mix-up, but Red still able to endure. Very low on that tension gauge, though, so not really got a lot in the tank to make a comeback or to start establishing pressure offense, use a YRC to escape, but just enough to push out. Clone keeping the aggression with the burst. It's a RedIAmNot gets an opportunity to safe jump.
No. Yep, and just RC straight in. Oh, finally letting the Kara step rip, but we were churning it out. I actually love that option because you're just doing the 360s over and over, right? Meaning that wherever you end with the button, it's going to catch the correct side.
Phenomenal play there from RedIAmNot, basically denying Cloned the game 5 situation, but Cloned, she's still not letting RedIAmNot escape this corner. Has them boxed in, connects with the counter hit, 6 heavy slash.
Good.
Result in the wall break. We're gonna take the hard knockdown too.
That was only 6 hits. Goldlewis is a big boy, just goes for the safe jump. Uh-oh. And now stuck in a rock in a hard place. Hand of Doom into the 6H counter hit.
Try to fade back. This is scary. Sees the burst come through as well. RedIAmNot. Just a little too quick on that trigger as Clone was going to RC to stabilize the whole situation. And for the second time ever, Game 5 between RedIAmNot and Clone has occurred.
Just, yeah. The level of confidence that Clone is playing with. Truly embodying dandyism.
Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. We get more of a battle of jobbers mains here. Who gets to advance on to winners final? We will find out with Set Play Enjoyer now following the Twitch channel. This guy fit.
Trying to jump over. Nice 6P. Going for that 6H as well. 6H, a gorgeous anti-air button, right? Goldlewis, big body, doesn't have access to a double jump, so 6H, he's very susceptible to it.
Block on that jump in, though. Clone has to block the rest of this sequence out. Hand of Doom will stop the pressure. Again, that option being buff for Slayer does give him a little bit of breathing room in this matchup. 6 heavy slash. Catches RedIAmNot in the air. Super Mappa Hunch following up. Nah, just normal one to get the wall break and the kill. Set point now for Clone on the brink of a reverse sweep.
Yeah, it's been huge. They made some wonderful adjustments here and done a very good job of just not getting put into those dangerous situations. And I would have to say, too, fantastic use of the Hand of Doom to push us back to more of a neutral scenario.
The throw, nah, RedIAmNot throw out that far slash, but got a little too close. Clone gets the side swap. Not quite able to complete a bunker loop there.
I don't think that Clone was actually expecting that, because caught RedIAmNot attempting to jump there with the close slash. And because it was the P-Pile bunker, I think she was trying to go for the cross-up P-Pile bunker and just kind of got jump scared by the fact that it ended up in a loop scenario.
Oh, the trade. That's all RedIAmNot needed. And well, y'all, how many times can you say this? Final game, final round between RedIAmNot and Clone.
Clone coming into this with full burst, just trying to constantly reset pressure. Nice. Stopping with the 5K. Once again, not allowing Red to jump. Look at the defense, though, here from Red. All that damage has basically been Chipp up until now.
Able to just deal with the left-right pressure. Not really able to like find an option to stop Clone on those offensive turns, but still, you didn't get hit. Clone does pop Gold Burst, so it's going to generate some tension gauge with the short positive bonus. Has the burst regenerating. RedIAmNot tries to go for the throw, I think, and gets caught out. This is what you warned about earlier, Jobber.
Uh-oh, into the... No! Wow! Just going for the reset into the pile bunker, and Clone moves on to winners finals. Terminator of TNS. That's
the Terminator of TNS, bro. Welcome in. A new nickname, a new look, a new main. Let's get it on with this dual sword-wielding Kermit the Frog-looking half-an-ass robot.
I also like that we're rocking the Virgil color better.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go. Getting the command grab into that 2H. Ooh, that fuzzy is diabolical. The fact that he can fuzzy with that JH like that, the lower hitbox on it is so much bigger than it looks like it should be.
Right, though? Good dash block there. And look at that from Jack as well, like reacting to the kunai throw, being able to jump over to escape the situation. You're going to see the high-level callouts to some of that Anji pressure that has been dominating the bracket for MacMens so far.
Yeah, one thing about Robo-Ky, though, is obviously no reversal. Jack is no stranger to that, though, having played Happy Chaos for years. Only reversal being your own guts and your light normals. There we go, that 2H into the tilt-a-whirl, or the whirly-copter.
Call him Jack Connor. Oh my god, Mr.
Jack
Voyager.
Connor?
Yo, that's actually sick.
Oh no, John Connor was killing the machine. Right?
Yeah. Doesn't quite work, but... Tap does connect. Butterfly for the extension, and look at that beautiful bait at the end of that dash cancel. MacMens in a pretty good spot.
That 5H immediately into the scooter. One thing really interesting about this matchup, too, is as decent as Robo-Ky is, there are some ways that you can kind of screw him over. Oh my god, that was a crazy forbidden air dash. One of them being bursting when you get hit with the scooter before the second hit comes through, right? He has to spend the 3 stacks to use the scooter, but then you're cutting off the reward from it. So things like that, you have to think about on defense, or even when you're being comboed by, say, Happy Chaos, by Robo-Ky.
All right, trying to find the next hit. Caught up in this corner, Jack. I mean, blocks anything without follows defense. Look at that movement. Look at that movement. Such great utility. The 2H, though, goes wide. Doesn't matter. Jack still gets a throw. A command throw as well to follow up. MacMens trying to Fujin and spin all the way through this one. Jack with the pixel perfect comeback. Just creates a frame trap off of the blue Roman cancel.
That was a fantastic super there. I love just the gotcha of flying away on the whirly-copter just to fall back with the JH.
Continuing pressure here. Jack trying to advance forward, but MacMens in firm control. But we've seen that all Jack needs is a pixel. However, MacMens not going to let that occur. The super should be able to break the wall and get the kill with the fast RC follow-up as well. And a perfect for MacMens. Crazy.
Game number 1. MacMens' favor.
I do want to dial back and talk about our narrative here a bit, because we talked about Jack being the king of TNS, right? And well, that is very true. However, most of his victories do come from an old version of Happy Chaos that, for all intents and purposes, no longer exists. And I'm not talking about the infinite spamming Happy Chaos either. That was a problem for like 2 weeks before, you know, we waited and Arc System Works patched out the character after we had a short-term ban. Jack has had to evolve, right? You look at the start of his year, almost every tournament he played, he won. Like, there's a string of dozens of first-place finishes, but ever since he's been off the Happy Chaos, the record isn't as flawless as it once was. Just recently, he played in the G-Clee, number 101, 3rd place there. 4th place at the last TNS he played in. 4th place at the one before that. So this is not quite the same Jack. He's still leveling up and getting accustomed to this new character.
Of course, it's going to take time to really develop a lot of the matchup knowledge at that high of a level here. Especially because I feel like Robo-Ky is obviously weaker than Prime Happy Chaos, right? Different type of character. Still strong. Seeing Jack cooking with them.
Absolutely you do. Now, funnily enough, right, Jack 3-0'd MacMens in that same G-Clee I talked about, G-Clee 101. Top 8 loser side. So, already MacMens is kind of like flipping the script, as it were, on Jack here, taking the early set lead here.
Here we go, into the throw, setting up the butterfly. Yeah, there are matchups that I feel like can be pretty difficult for Robo-Ky, and I feel like, honestly, Anji might end up being one of them. But we'll see how that's going to play out when time goes on. Nice, cutting the overheads a little short. That JS, so good, being able to just cut it short at any moment to go for a throw or a low. Speak of the devil.
Oh, a double overhead as well, diabolical! And now, hit him with all of your fists.
I like that we each chose the other one.
Yeah, right.
Muda
You did the actor one because he's saying Muda. You got the Dio, I got the Chotoro.
Yo, nice with the 2P, able to get a full combo there off the counter hit, building up some of those stacks. Each special move costs 3.
Trying to find the next hit right here. They're blocking the low. They're defending here. MacMens trying to kind of feign out with these follow-ups, adding in a little bit of delays. Jack going to be able to stabilize off of the scooter with the RC. There's MacMens. Oh, popping with that 6H. Counter hit. Taking Jack to the corner.
Wasn't going to go for the wall break there in that scenario anyway. Knew that it wasn't going to kill, so wants to hold on to the pressure because we also have the tension.
Feigning out the overhead. Jack still blocking low. Not until that second 2K duty set comes through. MacMens all of a sudden up 2-0.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
There's the JH. Not getting too much, so it's interesting the way that the scooter actually works. The first hit of the scooter is going to be, or I should say the first instance of the scooter is the one that's going to refund for you. But if you hit it multiple times in a combo, you're not going to get it back.
Quick walk on the high, but then we immediately go low. Jack already showcasing the high-low mix-up potential that Robo-Ky does have. Bust him out yet again. How many pages of the manga is that? Not quite 5. MacMens still on a sliver of health.
Yep, and then the JS immediately cancel with that JH to land for the 2K. Quick work there for Jack, but still has a long way to go to get this reverse 3-0. All right, guard crush.
Nice. Into command throw, regenerating that electricity.
That
The burst out from
scenario
MacMens.
is just so difficult to deal with, right? That's why you see most Robo-Ky players go for 2H meaty, because 2H into guard crush leaves you at the perfect range for either a close slash or command grab mix-up.
Yeah, strike throw, very potent. You get pretty good rewards for either direction that you go with Robo-Ky. Either you get the combo with the close slash, or you get resources back to strengthen your special moves and continue to loop the offense. Oh, what a jump against that throw attempt from MacMens. Jack's defense holding true here. The combo not quite completed. MacMens has another chance. The RC on RC violence. Jack somehow jumps away from that Fujin to the last possible moment.
There's 6P. Oh my god, so close, able to throw. Just saw the green from the FD. FD in a lot of cases is just a big sign that says, please throw me.
And waits for Jack to land so that you could actually punish the landing with the throw. We block the tap dust, but not the second time around. MacMens stops Jack from closing out a first game win for his side. It's now set point for MacMens.
I just want to point out, kids watching at home, this is why you always go for the easy combo that will kill. Jack tried to go for the saucy combo, the double 2H combo into the copter to get the pickup with the JS. That's all fine and dandy, but it's a lot more execution heavy than just doing the close slash after the 2H, which would have been enough to kill in that scenario. Ended up losing the entire round just trying to go for the more difficult flashy combo.
Right, and also held on that burst. There was an argument to be made that Jack could have said, okay, you know what? I have such a great advantage from neutral. If I just reset back to that, I should be able to win and stop MacMens' offense by bursting, even though it would have been a fairly greedy burst from Jack. Either way, it's working out for him really well in this third round. Sends MacMen through the wall, but MacMen full tension gates. That's why Jack just chills at round start, does not want to get caught on a backdash. Blue RC trying to get the opening here. Overheads into throw. I mean, look at the offense from Jack. Just cycling through, keeping MacMens guessing. The missile comes through. Tap dust does the trick.
Very nice there from Jack. Finally able to get a point up on the board here. Like we said, though, still quite a long way to go to get that reverse 3-0. And you could be creative, chat. You could be creative if you want. You can have all the combo variety you want. But when something's going to kill, going for the simplest way to kill is always the correct choice.
The most optimal combo is the one you don't drop.
That is so true.
That's my wisdom. That's my wisdom anyway. And I got some more wisdom as well, because I saw some conversation of, oh, so all this talk about Jack's win record and stuff like that and how he's not winning as often anymore. Oh, he was carried by Happy Chaos. Name another player who was as dominant with Happy Chaos besides Jack for that time period.
True.
You can't. Like,
he
it was a combination of player. He was Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos was him, right? No one else. It wasn't like top 8s were flooded with Happy Chaos. It was Jack's Happy Chaos. And he needs time to get Robo-Ky up to that same level of play. Granted, this is also a different version of the game that has overall weaker power levels, but everyone's a lot more equalized, I think, because of that. And it's going to be very exciting to see that Jack had some time as an underdog yet again for us to remember, oh yeah, we do like this guy. Because he's an awesome player. He's a sick dude.
Always been. Does the Beetle get a throne too? The Beetle doesn't even get a smoke break, brother. Here we go, right into the super. Not going to spend the rest of our electricity on this one. It's going to be really quick. I mean, you could have. There was not much electricity there to spend. But actually just runs right on in for the command grab.
Yeah, no, Jack Suddenly has a lot of momentum on his side. Good defense there. And I mean, that's also one thing too, with the fact that Jack has played a character that doesn't really have the best defense in the game prior to Robo-Ky, who is in very much the same situation, no invincible reversals, even with a super. Like, this is Jack's like territory right here, and he's been able to deal with so much of anybody's offense. And he can barely deal with his own offense with those overheads, man.
If you close your eyes, Lucky Launcher is basically steady aim gunshot. Guard crush is all the same. Trying to chase down with that 2P, setting up the mat just to get a couple of passive electricity points.
I like the patience there from Jack as well. Got counter hit, but didn't pop the burst immediately. MacMens had tension gauge to potentially bait it. Plus, Jack wasn't really in a dire situation. Had tons of life with practically full HP, so it's like, okay, I can take this hit. I can take this combo. We'll wait for a better point to burst. Just don't let it get away from you again, Jack.
With a forbidden air dash into the throw. A little bit of a pause there to try and bait out a reversal from MacMens. Nice little tap there on the 2P. Too far away though for that 5H.
RC stabilize. 2H. Building up that electricity with the carpet as well. To showcase this on the tech, right? Because you get so much more frame advantage off of certain things like that 2H by canceling it with the carpet roll, so that you're actually able to get actions earlier than if you let the entire animation play out. MacMens not quite dead, and breaks up with the reversal. That is some cojones. I love it.
I'm curious, could Jack have actually gone for the OTG there after the 2D? Oh, well, Robo-Ky's OTGs don't actually do a whole lot of damage, but we are at 7 seconds on the clock, trying to time it out by flying, and gets tossed.
Oh my god. No, he tried to throw. They were running out of time. Goes for the panic throw. I gotta do something quick. And not only did Jack lose the round, doesn't have burst to start this one off. Doesn't look like he'll even need it if he's able to keep this momentum. But so many overheads. He just keeps spinning that sword.
I cannot believe we almost got a timeout.
Right? In Guilty Gear? That's what 2.0 is all about, man. Yo, the defense. Look at this. Blocked all of that.
Oh, the punish, though. Getting caught by that 6P.
Takes the throw.
Position. Go for that 5H. Dash up. Double hit on the 2S. Really good for hit confirming.
6B. Into the RC. Jack does get a pickup here. He's going to have tons of electricity to work with. 2H. Just running the strike right now. Take some plus frames again with the Rocket Fist. Create some space to just get out of Fujin's raids. Beautiful navigation from Jack until finally MacMens gets the spin. Has an opportunity to fight with this Anji.
No, but there's the burst. Last chance here now for Jack. BRC forward was hoping to catch a backdash there, but there's the YRC. MacMens trying to get those plus frames with the fan. Has Jack locked down in the corner. 5H into the delayed scooter. Gold burst is blocked, but it's not gonna matter.
Not a mechanic that you can punish on block. MacMens closes in on Jack, gets the 6P, stops the comeback in its tracks. And that is the fourth ever win for MacMens. Set in the year 2026. iDom beat Nam at TNS 209. Losers final 3-2. So let's see if Nam is gonna have the run back here.
Find out right now. iDom, are you doing a pretty good job playing the keep away game? Grave Reapers, good options to shut down the Totsugekis, but the moment that Mei gets in, look at this nonsense. Someone in the Orca there to break the wall, get that hard knockdown.
Good jump out from iDom. The Nam trying to suffocate here. The 6B of Testament into the burst bait. Well executed from iDom. Gonna get a good grip of damage. Teleport for the side swap, catching Nam unawares. That's round 1 over to iDom.
B. Oh, Mei, too short. Unholy Diver just going right under. And yeah, utilizing that up dolphin to get above the Grave Reaper is a good choice. Great side swap as well there from iDom now. Trying to preemptively go for that 6P. Pressure is on with the teleports. But the Orca is too far away. And a 6H mortal counter.
Wall break here for iDom now. Has positive bonus, generating quite a bit of tension gauge for himself. Nam now having the corner. Oh, no. Nah, iDom, you can't be 2 for 2 on burst baits like that. It's game 1. Come on, man.
Well.
We didn't get to see that super.
Things off.
God damn, iDom. Chill. Chill, fam. Oh my god. All right, well, Nam. Having a little bit of a rough start there, but no doubt they can bounce back. A Washington player anyway. The Backstreet Brawl number 12 champion, actually, for Strive back in 2025. Tons of top 8 appearances as well across things. FGC, spelled like the C. Champion of number 30 as well, so no slouch. There's a reason why they're here in this bracket right now.
We've already seen a lot of really good ideas here from Nam. Use of the Totsugekis to close the gap and try and punish some of these Grave Reapers has been nice, but right now, iDom full control. Always has something on the screen, some kind of hitbox there preventing Nam from navigating through neutral.
Teleport through. The far slash does reach, catching Dom trying to wriggle away, as it were. Big 2H counter hit here. Yeah, should be able to close it out against Samantha. Excuse me. I'm double checking Nam's like profile and stuff, and that's her name.
I'm double checking chat. Y'all need to chill out, bro. What's going on here?
Right? I was gonna say, man.
6H into the Unholy Diver. There we go. Finally able to find the hit into the slide. Now just has to keep the momentum moving forward there into the wall, breaking some of the Great Whale Yamada-san.
All right, iDom does pop the burst. As soon as that mortal counter hit came through, able to intercept with the 6P, pushing Nam back. She's slowly working her way in, though, as iDom fights his way out of the corner. Finally a burst for Nam. Able to work out. Whoa, catching with the tap dust as well. Sneaky reset.
Free round there for Nam now. Finally able to build up to some of that momentum. All out of burst, though, going into the next round here. So let's see iDom. Again, backing up. Now teleporting to get underneath the beach ball. And there's the 6P to shut down the up dolphin. Out.
iDom's still locked up in this corner.
I feel like because of the first game, Nam in some cases might be being just a slightly too bit patient, right? A little too patient. Because we are pausing here and there, which is allowing iDom to have space and room to set up the game plan, set up the board state, so to speak. When I think in this match, we kind of want to just go, go, go.
Well, go through the wall you will, as iDom equalizes the life totals, catches with a low arbiter sign. Nam gets another burst out, stopping the set from being, or the game I should say, from being closed out. I see someone in YouTube spreading misinformation. iDom and I Will Dominate are not the same person. Very much not the same person. That is some bait if I've ever seen it. YouTube do better.
I know, this is iDom, not to be confused with iCarly. But right now, iDom up 2-0 here, just doing a master class at space control, screen control here with all of the projectiles, right? We haven't even had to do any upwards Grave Reapers. That's the crazy thing. It's just been covering the up dolphins with a lot of 6.
Duel 1.
People lie on the internet. Yes, Mage. I mean, as much as Abraham Lincoln told us you can believe anything you read on the internet, it is in fact not true.
He did say that, didn't he?
Think about that, Chad. Think about what I just said.
I distinctly remember that in the Gettysburg Address. Right, up dolphin
Yeah, here's 4 score and 7 chatters ago.
Oh my god. Oh my god, how many up dolphins can we get? That was at least 4.
1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me.
The Dolphins hit the floor here. 6H. Faking out the teleport. You saw Nam reacted to the teleport. Tried to go for 5H, right? Got caught with punishing.
Obviously, if the Immortal said that, that's the real take. Got the invincible lore. 6B, yo, man. Somebody was saying earlier, like, yo, man, they should give Testament an anti-air. I'm like, what do you mean? Have you seen that 6B? That could anti-air a planet.
Yeah, one of the best 6Ps, if not the best 6P in the entire game since this character has dropped. That has always been a +4 testament. And right now, using it to great effect to stuff those up dolphins. Nom getting a little too predictable with the approach. iDom is willing to be patient on defense and wait for the up dolphin. That's how he's been escaping a lot.
Indeed. How do you escape the situation? Nom being pushed towards this corner. iDom just might be ending her bracket run here at 7th place. Needs one more mix-up to connect. So Nom, 50% tender gauge and a burst to work with. And we're sending it with the Orcas!
Oh, nice fuzzy jump attempt. Couple of them. Harassing with close slash after close slash until one finally connects.
Empty low, fake the teleport. But I like this. Nom just completely disengages. Oh, tries to jump! Misses the OTG! Nom with a chance still!
That was crazy. Not being able to hit the OTG there. There's the RC. Any first? Yes! iDom wants to close it out here. Holy diver.
No!
Oh! Chip damage gonna do it. Nom caught not holding F. Canadian friends, okay, chat?
Yeah, right?
All right, here we go. Time to jump into it. Scissors versus Macho. Gonna be able to spin through the cubes.
Okay, and well, things might be a little dire for Scissors here, but we'll have to see. These two have played a total of 5 times before across 5-6 and flash kicks, backpack brawl, TNS, the Geekly. Scissors has only won a single set. So this is a 4-1 head-to-head matchup, but Scissors won their previous encounter last month at the Geekly 98. So this is, you know, Scissors on a win streak against Macho, or trying to make it one for the second potential win here in TNS Top 8.
We get the throw. Drawing 6 cards.
The counter right here with the out of mana state. Scissors should have the kill.
All right, good round there for Scissors starting off.
All right, big jump in though. Scissors stabilizes the route.
Is the Q guy easy to learn? No. But you should learn him anyway if you think he's cool.
Absolutely. They've done a lot to make him a little more approachable in some ways, especially with like how you can chain all the spells together with simpler inputs. But you're still picking up a character that has like 4 times, if not 5 times as many special moves as everybody else, with a resource to manage to access it. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh, it's the easiest.
Full session to the 6 age. Oh, trying to go for the dash. A fully charged Dustman is gonna eat us. Oh. Okay. That was an interesting interaction, but yes, the super does not go away when Anji gets hit.
Oh man, 2 XKO players in shambles. I hit him! Why is the super still out?
Good old Anji toe. That is gonna Scissors get the first game here.
What a way to win. Scissors really just trying to clown on Macho now. That's funny.
You have to be really difficult about going for options like that against an Anji who is sitting on 50 tension, right?
Yes.
Anji players are always willing to just let a super rip. The fact, though, that you went for that super instead of the counter super is actually the most interesting part about it.
No joke. I'm like, what? All right. What input did we cross, or what cursed labbing have you done? It's like, thanks for showing me that. I hate it. Oh, the mana shield's broken. I hate that a little bit more for Macho, but Scissors off to a really good start. The knocking out catches. We get the full pickup as well.
Oh, with the wall bounce. Very nice. 2S. Gonna go for the dark magic attack here. Just enough there. Able to crush through the guts. Get 2D. IAD in with the JH though for the counter hit.
Oh, and beautiful navigation there. Macho trying to go for the floor covering low Metron that they had pulled up, but Scissors just jumping right over it. Gets that air-to-air, and for that excellent read, it's a wall break with a hard knockdown. Macho still out of mana. Get him a potion. What did it interrupt with that 2P after that PRC? And Macho might have an opportunity here to make something work here. Drops the staff. Kill it first, your throw doesn't connect, just throw him again.
Some cars sent out the wall of cubes. Oh no! Getting sandwiched there, but Macho all out of mana now. Scissors trying to run away with this.
Running with scissors. Might be a successful play here for our Canadian competitor. One of them, anyway. Oh, the 6B. Able to connect from Macho. Trying to throw out a little more rocks in this RPS matchup.
But now all out of mana. Getting that 5D into the RC. Gambling a lot of it on that, but there's the burst, just trying to maintain some semblance of offense here, and is going to, with the wall break, the rules.
It's about how big the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rulebook is these days.
Oh, 60 RC into a little bit of a stagger. I think Macho is seeing flashbacks there to the reversal super.
Yes, indeed. The 6 heavy slash, though, gives us a new future. As now it's all tied up between these two, one apiece.
Right. I love seeing Asuka thrive in 2.0. I know that on paper, it was really scary when people saw the adjustment to Asuka, the rework to Asuka, but now in practice, definitely we can say that the character still thrives, is still strong in the right hands, but definitely takes a lot of work. High execution, high skill character.
I like how two different chatters on Twitch, Chrome Dollar and Spire Tank, basically came to the same joke of Asuka 6'8" is just text for one modern Yu-Gi-Oh card.
So true.
So true, man.
Like, I ain't reading all that. Just tell me if I lost or not.
You guys remember how confused the Pharaoh was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged when Yusei's like, Synchro Summon. Imagine him seeing Link summoning. Like, Link what? What summon? That's a little Kriby. Just celebrate 20 years, can you believe it? 20 years of abridging Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa.
Oh my god, able to throw the overhead. The RC.
Oh, another throw? Oh, eye for an eye! That was so sick.
Back and able to actually punish it there with the flame cubes too was wild. What an interaction! The Scissors unfazed by it.
Unfazed and trying to make some headway on Macho's life bar here. The overhead connects. We pop. Oh, wake up mash! And we got the red Roman cancel as well behind it to stabilize, give us some sort of a combo.
Oh no, but there's the counter hit. Are you gonna burst here? You don't get the opportunity.
There is no next turn.
Alright, nice. Backdash, setting up the cubes once again. Just constantly trying to draw cards, find the right board state. We're balancing the flame cubes. But now all out of mana, so you have to get aggressive. Very much more like Zato in this version of the game, right? Where when you're out of mana, you still have to keep the offense going up to build it back.
Well, if anything, the 2.0 update changed Asuka from Yu-Gi-Oh! Mechanics and speed to like Magic the Gathering speed, where it's like, oh, I'm out of mana for turn. He doesn't quite have an infinite figured out just yet. Taking through the wall. Hard knockdown as well. Scissors. If they get a hit, Macho's going to be out of mana. Has to wait for the right moment to burst, and Pixel in a prayer. Dark Magic attack to control neutral. Ugh. Jump in, get the hit. 2-1 lead now for Scissors. Is this going to be Scissors' second win against Macho?
2-1 is a pretty nice, comfy lead here. Scissors has at least one more game left to give, but the way that Macho has been playing tonight, I do think this is also kind of a difficult matchup for Asuka. Again, for similar reasons, right? Being able to poke through the cubes or poke a cube and cancel immediately into Fujin. Spin is also just great as well.
Yes, indeed. Oh, with the ice? I like the round start from Macho. Just jump, use that spell to air to ground. We're going to take some time, get some resources going. We got the staff in play, but not really much use being able to be made of it. We go out of mana here. Going to have some time to regenerate. We're trying to just maintain offense. Disengaging. Oh, and we low profile, get the throw punish as soon as Scissors lands, and now we set the slow Metron. Tap dust for the mix. Not going to be able to get the kill here, but Scissors going through the wall on a hard knockdown, no less.
Dark magic attack here. Macho firing on all cylinders.
King of Games is in full swing right now.
Ooh, that was a beautiful whip punish there with the air guard crush. And Macho trying to take this all the way to a game 5. Still has burst going into this. Starting hand is going to be all cubes.
Kind of a bricky hand, potentially. YRC off of me. It's out of the cube. Scissors is able to delete all of them with a single air normal. Closing the gap. Macho.
Tapped out. Can't cast any cards now.
And turn and pass. Ooh, we try to go for the throw tech. Just out of range. Scissors connects with the 5K. Resulting in a wall break and almost all of Macho's life because we were a moment away from regenerating our mana shield.
The mash on 2P didn't even want to try to guess on the 50-50 there. So now, one last opportunity here. Stay alive in this round. Spinning through, going for the 5H. Catching the backdash with the 5K. Set point here for Scissors. Burst on both sides.
Below connects. Scissors finds the opportunity to drop the burst. Macho going to be fairly low on mana. Takes the guard crush, tap dust yet again. Should be able to spend most of this out of mana time just regenerating that resource. But again, we go for this throw that Scissors has been apt to jump from time to time. We're at full mana though. Reset to neutral. Macho, definitely a good spot, but Scissors ain't gonna let this go that easy.
Probably not. There's the YRC trying to create that space. Oh, what a pickup, too! I thought for a second Macho was going to try and sit back, recharge some of that mana, but goes on the offensive, and with a sliver of mana remaining, is able to take it to a Game 5.
Game 5 situation. These two have been in that situation many times before. Backpacks Brawl 144, TNS 183, and 212. Their encounters there all went to Game 5. Scissors, however, has yet to win that Game 5. Macho has all the wins in the Game 5 situation. So, Scissors, you've been able to change your fate once before. Can you do so right here? Let's rock.
Off to a good start here for Scissors. Caught that backdash with that 2H. Oh, the wake up gold burst. Gonna eat a dark magic attack to the face with a hard knockdown. Gold burst ain't gonna help you in this situation. But now sitting on 100 tension. How are we gonna spend some of this meter?
Spend it, possibly defensively, but Macho just swinging with these normals. Able to intercept Scissors' attempt for closing the gap. But yo, with this reversal super, if we had the cinematic hit, that was it. Doesn't matter, the low does connect. It's Scissor now at set point.
To the Nagiha. Not going for a pickup afterwards, though. It's a little hop over the fan, but you're still stuck into the corner. Getting caught on the backdash there by the Fujin. And now you're going to get set through the wall. It's right back to neutral, though. Scissors didn't have any tension to go for a super.
Got some cubes now. Macho has a little bit of space to play with, but is running out of mana, but not out of options. The back throw connects. Trying to hold this space. Blue RC comes through. Macho waits for the burst until it's a guaranteed moment. Yo, braver than I am. I would have RC to keep my ass safe after whipping that normal. They're trading blows, but Macho, I mean, chunks of life gone. It might be too late.
That is absolutely gonna be it. Scissors eliminating Macho here from the tournament. Moving on to face Jack.
Not in a good place. right
I don't think
now.
Bridget's as bad as them.
Yeah. No, I think she's a little bit. But here we go. Yo. Okay, what is with this particular head-to-head record right now? Why do I have another 4-1 win record here? RedIAmNot, 4 wins to iDom's 1 win. Just like our last set.
This is a matchup that's interesting because arguably, Testament does have a lot of really strong tools to keep Goldlewis out. We talk about Goldlewis being a big body, not having a lot of mobility, not having access to that double jump. So it allows Testament, like we just saw in that round, to just put projectiles out on the screen and cut off a lot of angles, forcing Goldlewis into a certain approach that is favorable for Testament. But if Goldlewis does get in, which he can get in through the use of Skyfish or Drone, or with 50 tension, burn it down, it all just falls apart for Testament.
We'll see, but right now, things are going pretty well for iDom and his Testament. There comes the burst. And nice, the Arbiter Sign checking Goldlewis's approach before Thunderbird could close that gap. Oh, but look at that, we call out the teleport. Have the Behemoth Typhoon ready to go, and look at all the damage Red is rewarded with. Here comes the cheeky throw before the Thunderbird can make contact. OTG into the wall, just like that. iDom's advantage evaporates. Arcus Diablo with the resub for 18 months. Finally home from Boston. Beach episode was awesome. Oh, super glad you had a great time out there, friends. I want to visit there one year.
Beach episode looks like a fantastic event. But you can see this matchup is very, it feels very lopsided, right? It's like if Goldlewis is able to get in, he just wins. But it's difficult for him.
If he gets in, or if Testament just serves themselves up to...
Bro, this game's bullshit, bro. All right, there's the overhead. Arbiter Sign, teleport in to get the throw. iDom completely unfazed by that. Look, he's a Marvel player, all right? You gotta be ready for moments like that. But going for the super, it's not gonna work. Put into the corner thanks to the burn it down.
Oh. Goddamn. All right. Behemoth Typhoon is certainly one of the special moves of all time. Oh, that was phenomenal.
Eye of the Storm. That was crazy. And I totally believe that probably wasn't, right? You just throw that out. If iDom tries to move forward or throw out a button, you're counter poking with the Behemoth. If iDom teleports, you recognize the Succubus is right behind you. You can catch them on the back end with the hitbox.
Yeah, actually, chat, you did catch me. Behemoth Typhoon is 8 of the special moves of all time. You're absolutely right.
I think Behemoth Typhoon is actually one of the most unique specials I've seen in a fighting game. Taking advantage of all the directions, and you really are just doing the motion, right? Which is super cool.
Yeah, no. Absolutely adore it. It's such like a cool like conceptual design. What it's done to me in bracket, different story. Here we go. Get the pop. Dom should be able to find a kill here with the wall break. Does so. All right, undeterred. I mean, iDom, professional player, has been around the business, has had crazy things happen to him. Not going to let just a couple of silly Behemoth Typhoons get in his head and shake his mental. And he's going to need that strong mental because the only time he's beaten RedIAmNot was all the way back in 2023 CEO in pools where that went to 5 games. Since then, these two have played exclusively in TNS in 2026. And RedIAmNot has won every single set, at worst dropping 1 game.
I mean, it makes sense. It's difficult.
Yeah.
What does iDom, or what does Testament, I should say, do in these scenarios where you're just blocking Behemoth Typhoons, right? Testament's really only poke-out buttons are going to be 2P, 2K. They're not horrible, but the range is not exactly what you need against a character like Goldlewis.
Plus, I think you were alluding to this earlier as well. Testament has to be correct in so many interactions and slowly whittle away at Goldlewis, but if Goldlewis gets in, he just needs 2 interactions and the round's over in his favor. Like, that's the damage disparity between their designs.
There we go, finally able to teleport in. How many hits has iDom gotten so far, right?
Ooh,
there we go, 6P. And even with this, might not be enough to kill. We'll have to see. Still has 50 extra tension, but it's just going to opt for the hard knockdown and the stain state, saving that extra 50 for the mix-up. Please block.
Oh, you didn't.
Immediate burst. And there it is, Arbiter Sign with the overhead. I'm going to tie it up.
All right, it's all 1-1 here. And the question is, can iDom take a second and then a third game? He has not been able to do that in 3 years against RedIAmNot, which, again, makes sense. I say in 3 years, as if they've played all that much. They've only played, 4 sets in this year, which is a good amount. Not as high as it could be.
Duel 1.
See, tonight might be the night.
Defense, the blocks. iDom in the mixer, and unfortunately, can't block everything. Ugh. Big scoops right here. The Behemoth Typhoon cancel as well, using all that security gauge. RedIAmNot should be able to close out the round with one more. Send the whole coffin down with the system.
Oh, good God.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Neon in.
All right, Stain State 6P gives iDom a combo that's going to end in a wall break with the super for a hard knockdown. This round still isn't over yet, crazily enough.
Sending out Burn It down to force the interaction or to use it as a combo tool. Same side on the JH. iDom was expected to cross up.
Nice jump to evade. And I love that RC as well. We saw that we were about to fall on the Thunderbird, so we RC'd to delay that fall and gives a little more horizontal momentum, but doesn't even matter. Remember when I said that this round isn't over, chat? Now it is. RedIAmNot up 2-1.
Yeah, that was really smart of RedIAmNot there to go for the RC. Recognize that damage just mid-screen wasn't going to be enough, but the extra wall break was going to do it. Now RedIAmNot threatening to eliminate iDom here from the bracket. Try and move on to loser semifinals. Go up against the winner of Jack versus Scissor.
See if iDom has it in him. It's a slow start. Neither side really finding it, but RedIAmNot slowly getting iDom into this corner. Now going to reap the benefit of that as the pressure starts coming through. A throw connects. Thunderbird is down. Another one.
Oh, that was definitely a miss, Behemoth Typhoon. Anytime you see 2H from Goldlewis, that's just the big, please hit me.
And iDom feeling the pressure, pops the burst, even though he's like a single Behemoth Typhoon away from death. Does not want to give RedIAmNot the round that easily, and so RedIAmNot gonna try to take it by force. The supers are coming through, but I don't think you have the iframes to dodge this, do you? No! We're just dying in a shower of dancing succubi and sparks.
iDom now, 1 life left. Just being much more aggressive here in this round. Nice jump. Get over that Unholy Diver, preventing the Stain State from being applied. And we were being aggressive now, going back to good old reliable. Just sit back until the Stain State hits, and then you get to rush in. Terror Twins on the field once again.
Low comes through. I'm not still blocking this out.
Has a lot of startup, a lot of acceleration right before he reaches top speed, meaning that those arbiter signs are good to catch him.
Oh, but look at that jump kick for the overhead after making iDom block the high Behemoth Typhoon. Diabolical setup there from RedIAmNot. iDom goes for the throw. He gets jumped, has to burst. And once again, we're going to force the situation with the laser 6P. And this time we go for Calamity, but you don't have enough damage. I think if iDom was closer to the corner and could have gotten the wall shatter, that burst damage would have been enough to get the kill, but instead, iDom first win against him. That opportunity may never come again.
Also, Chaz, we're jumping into this matchup. I want you to drop which guest character and which Guilty Gear character you want to see as the last two in the season pass. Talk about. Then here we go, 5H. Nice! Slight little pause before that far slash from Jack. Very quick far slash there from Robo-Ky.
Yeah, and a quick air throw as well from Scissors, just calling out Jack's jump, not giving a chance to approach. And now Scissors waits in the offense, looks for the opportunity, but Jack just hits, gets a nice side swap, has the route on deck, gets the wall stick. A little more electricity before we break it too. Just these micro optimizations for Jack, giving him as much resources as possible.
Oh, just dash with the 2P. That is something that Jack really likes to do, I've noticed. Beautiful throw there on the 5D attempt. But he loves to just dash up 2P to start offense.
Catching, and there it is. Jack trying to stabilize the combo since we had a farther ranged pickup off of that far slash. Gets closer with the RC, but also called out the burst with it. Able to take not only the round, but forcing Scissors to play without that resource at the start of it.
There's the 2D. Oh, this time actually going into the command grab, adding even more layers, right? Normally you're expecting the guard break and then the mix-up of the command grab. Every single block button. Scary prospect.
All right, able to interrupt the spin with the throw after that blue Roman cancel. Great blocks on the multi-overheads. We saw MacMens having issues with that, but maybe Jack will get some variance on the timing and start adding in early cancels into the lows to call out those longer block strings.
Oh, like 6B there.
Good
One
defense.
interesting thing about this character too is doesn't really get much off of 6P other than the mat, right? Can't actually combo into any special moves off of 6P, like the way that Scissors just comboed off of that air throw, low altitude.
Clean stuff there. Scissors able to salvage that round. Almost has burst available going into this final round. Playing some neutral and footsies here. Blocking the overhead. Another one. I think we dropped down to level 2 on the electricity gauge, so we didn't have as fast of a cancel. That or we went to level 2 when we activated it. Nice tech. Wow.
Oh, we're out of here. I love just using the horse as a way to escape from the corner. Nice reversal super there from Scissors. Pouring that hard knockdown.
Blue Roman cancel so that we could fast fall onto Scissors and get the whiff punish. Excellent use of the resources there from Jack. Chases down. He's going to get the launcher. Into the supers. Break out the fists. That's game 1 to Jack.
JH is a hell of a button, and I love the way that Jack is actually utilizing it too, doing those kind of tri-dashes, fast BRC in order to throw out that JH, and in a lot of cases also just throwing it out when falling from the helicopter, right? It's because it has such a low hitbox on it, very deceptive, but it also hits on both sides. So it really doesn't matter where Jack lands, right? As long as he's throwing out that JH, whether he's on the left or the right, he can find the hit and confirm off of it very easily.
Yes, indeed. Scissors gonna get the confirm off of that charge Nageha follow-up. Jack just busting out with the arm, gonna drop carpet, trying to just generate some electricity here. Scissors closes the gap. Oh, we try to escape, but the horse not able to get us out of range.
Okay, going for the fancy air route. Jack finally getting those down. A couple weeks ago, saw that they were just a little bit sloppy, dropping pretty frequently, but now Jack seems to have it nailed.
Scissors tried the same blue Roman cancel trick Jack did earlier to fastball and get a whiff punish, but Jack just easily anti-airs it with a 5P. Quick reaction to the situation. Could expend all electricity to maximize the damage, break through that wall, and the round with it. Jack in the corner, gets caught by the 6B, however, as he escapes, so now Scissors has more opportunities to run the offense until Jack just times his reversal buttons perfectly. That's another thing too. Like Jack able to not only defend against these Naga high sequences, but he's picking so many great options, varying his defensive approaches to keep Scissors guessing as to what they need to do on offense to open up Jack. And I mean, look at this, just unrelenting, not letting Scissors have a chance to play until finally we get the spin into some follow-ups.
Oh, but a jump out of the throw attempt, and Jack gonna close out another game here with the super. What is useless will always be so, but nothing useless about this robot.
Nothing useless indeed. Jack up 2-0 right now. Game 1 was fairly close. Scissors having some moments in that second game, but needs a little bit more than that to close this gap, lest Jack adds yet another win to the statistics.
Going a bit of an odyssey here through the loser side of the bracket.
20
Scissors,
years
I mean,
to get to loser semis.
Listen, this ain't Dragon Ball Fighter.
Ah, true.
Love that game, no shade.
Oh yeah, no, it's a long game. It's a long game.
First 5H with a whiff punish. I think it's important going up against Robo-Ky to make sure that you hold on to the burst to spend it in a scenario like that, right? When Robo-Ky spends some of that electricity gauge, that is when you go for the burst. You need to punish him for going for those special.
But right now, the only thing punishing here is Jack's offense. Gets the command throw, full electricity, gets the rocket fist into the full follow-up as well. Just one more round. That's all he needs to advance on to loser semis.
That pad, beautiful 5P. A lot of startup there on that that helicopter, so trying to use it in neutral like that. Okay, we got the burst.
Yeah, we got the burst though, and so that means Jack has dropped the super and lost the tension gauge with it. But
And that's a trade that you take if you're still.
yeah, but I mean, even so, not really able to take much of it. No, not like this, Jack. Not like this.
Oh, this time actually getting caught on the backdash. That's another reason why you go for 2H as well, right? 2H is so incredibly active that it's good at catching backdash. No!
Oh, another one. Oh, 3 in a row. No, I feel like that's Scissors saying, I'm good. All right, you got it. It is, man. Absolutely is. And here we go. Cloned and MacMens throwing hands. I got some player data as well pulled up in just a second. I didn't actually get MacMens down.
6H immediately. Nice with the bump ahead. Counter hit. Gonna go straight for that far slash confirm. And this is what I'm talking about with Slayer. Even just slight little confirms here off of counter hits do about half of your health, especially against a character like Anji, who's got high defense.
Yeah, and I think that particular thing might also be playing into the results of this head-to-head matchup. These two have played a total of 15 times. Cloned has 12 wins to MacMens 3, so definitely Cloned favored here. So MacMens is going to have to overcome a bracket demon, as it were, to secure a spot in grand finals early on.
MacMens been on quite a run, though, tonight here. We get the punish there on the It's Late. Immediate burst. And the PRC on the pile bunker. The PRC on the pile bunker is so scary because depending on how late a Slayer player actually PRCs it, it can bite you immediately afterwards. Taking a little bite out of your health bar here. Clone getting game number 1. And chat, I see y'all asking, do you think that Dragon Ball or that Token will be bigger or as big as Dragon Ball? I think it'll be bigger, actually. Just because Marvel's a bigger IP than...
Quite true, and we're in a Marvel, a post-Marvel world after all. I have to look at all the numbers and we can compare that. And not to mention too, I feel like Dragon Ball Fighters was like a Big Bang event almost, like bringing in so much new blood to the FGC.
It was
kind of like
2009 all over again.
Yeah, right? So it's kind of like one of those moments. Token could be like that. We could maybe see an influx of new players, and FGC has been steadily growing.
Oh, getting the chip damage there to clone. Oh, no, actually not chip damage. Looks like it just caught clone not blocking. Oh, nice pick up there with the 2K. To the wall break. Oh, the Master's Hammer. Or Hand of Doom, excuse me. No, Master's Hammer. I was right the first one, landing on the butterfly. Too many Masters, Hammers, Dooms.
Hammer, Doom, Master, Hammer, Thor, Avengers, Doomsday.
But a perfect there
Perfect.
for MacMens. Tying things up 1 up here in the winner final set. Trying to see who's going to get that cushy seat in Winterside Grand Finals.
Yes, indeed. Quick win there. Both sides now are all tied up.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Not quite reaching with the sweep. Getting back in there. And there it is, MacMens. Starting to show what we saw from Macho earlier, right? Where we're able to throw the Master's Hammer. Might be a sign that Clone needs to keep things a little spicy in the mix-ups.
Might bump ahead. Yep. The challenge after bump ahead there, but an immediate burst from Clone was banking on that already. Gets the counter hit 5K this time. And it's just full steam ahead. Wall break. Oh my god! Counter hit pile bunker. Nice 2P there though from MacMens. We call that a barre. Going for the deep dash to try and get as much corner carry as possible. Not gonna break the wall though, which is smart.
Or indeed, again, trying to leverage the corner positioning. But again, MacMens able to react despite the attempts from Clone to add on the mental stack and keep them guessing. MacMens just calm, cool, collected, throws out Master Hand, and it's another round for MacMens.
A little staggered. 2H had to do it to him. Karma map a hunch. Hand of Doom. Hand of Doom again, just putting us right back to neutral. There it is. The 2K pickup after the Nagi Hut. Gold Burst is going to be blocked. And I think, is MacMens sitting on 100 tension? Yep, RC just to not get the kill.
No, I mean, a little bit of extra damage here, but MacMens might be missing that RC if this neutral situation doesn't go their way. But throw works. The Oki was good. MacMens up 2-1 now. Trying to add a win to the board.
I know DKO is a very funny name, but I have to let y'all know it actually is the name of an event that just happened in DC Comics that was called DCKO, where a bunch of heroes and villains had to fight in a tournament to decide the fate of the multiverse. So it's not an unprecedented name. Here we go, jumping straight to the next one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh,
Counter
okay,
hit it for
Empty
Clone.
Dandy. I like Empty Dandy. I want to see that happen more often, too. Especially when, you know, you're conditioning your opponent to block Master's Hammer or block under pressure. Excuse me, that's not in this game. It's late or bump ahead. Just going for an Empty Dandy step into a flush slash or throw can be really effective.
So it's a YRC to stop Clone's offense. The 5K gets her right back in. But MacMens with the perfectly timed mash ends the offense. We punish the Nagiha, though, the unenhanced version. Disconnecting. PRC does escape. Yo, brave of Clone to swing with that close slash. Right after MacMens was, you know, in a situation where he could have been threatening Koi.
Nice with the 6H here. Pretty dominating round there for Clone and maintaining burst going into the next one as well. We haven't really seen any BSU coming out from Clone either, right? Just at the moment conditioning MacMens with the strikes.
MacMens now in his own offense. Calls out the backdash with the kunai. And I like that, actually. We're going in, like, triggering the bird a little bit earlier when MacMens wasn't necessarily ready for it. They're blocking the overhead. 2K interrupts the PRC cancel. Now Clone has an opportunity, but MacMens seizes his own with the mash.
It feels like MacMens is just kind of waiting for the resets on pressure, but that was a beautiful throw. Like I said, we haven't really seen throw come out very often here from Clone so far. Counter with the pile bunker, straight to the super map, a hunch. Put your clothes back on.
It's crazy that she went for throw. The one instance MacMens tried to bust out with the counter super, but finds success with the back throw. The RC lets him extend into the kill, and now it is set point here for MacMens. Clone, can she get this to a game 5 situation?
Super map a hunch once again. Oh no. Yeah, wasn't gonna be able to close out the round there. She just went for the map a hunch instead of the pile bunker. That was great decision making. A perfect from Clone is gonna take us to game number 5. So many game 5s tonight. Something is in the water, and I'll tell you what it is. It's CEO coming up in 3 short weeks.
3 short weeks. But we just got one more set of this winner's final, which will take place probably in 3 minutes. If even that. 2 very explosive characters to plenty of damage potential. Let's see if MacMens can start closing the gap between the win records, or if Clone is going to extend it just one extra set. Hand of Doom actually working out still for Clone. Catches MacMens on the way down. Plenty of damage with the pile bunker. The same side, close slash connects. Clone. Not sure if that was a bungle on the combo or some sort of bizarre reset attempt. Either way, MacMens trapped in this corner.
That 5 bar slash and the pile bunker gonna catch. 6H stretching it out to break the wall. Clone sitting at set point here, trying to get to that grand finals. It's looking like a dandy night tonight. There's the gold burst. Everything is in Clone's favor.
Oh, and it looked like we were trying to bait out that burst. And again, that PRC able to sort of interrupt Anji between this cancel out of the armor. Reversal Co gets him out of the situation, but MacMens locked in this corner. Hand of Doom, Clone not letting MacMens escape the Master Hammer. Catch on the backside. We're trying to go left and right. YRC to stop the offense now. MacMens gets a moment to breathe, sends out the butterfly. Might have a chance to start the comeback.
Yeah, Clone is just being really patient. There it is. Hand of Doom. The patience there from Clone was not unfounded either. You saw the... hit them. But here we jump into this. Give us the data, Mangaka.
These two have played 120 sets. Jack has won 108 of them. There's 12 wins to RedIAmNot's name. That is the numbers. That is the set in history. RedIAmNot has been getting some of the wins recently, like at the TNS 214, 3-2 in top 8 of losers. But just last week, actually, on July 13th, it was Jack who beat RedIAmNot 3-1. So look at it twisted. Jack already making it known that he doesn't need Happy Chaos to win this head-to-head.
Oh, Robo-Ky works just fine. Here it comes, the super. Hard knockdown, holding on to energy here, the electricity. Honestly, the super does a lot of damage if you spend the electricity, but I think it's going to take a little bit of time for Robo-Ky players to get comfortable going for that gamble, right? Because you don't want it not to kill and then be completely out of electricity gauge.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you're not gambling with it, but you know exactly the amount of damage you're getting to secure the kill. That's going to take time to lap that out against the entire cast with the varying level of guts and damage modifiers, everything like that.
Yeah, something like that, obviously, when they have so much health, you want to hold on to the electricity gauge. Just keeping the offense going. That lucky launcher is so oppressive. But this time, the FD is going to push it out. RedIAmNot getting the cross up. Goldlewis doesn't need a resource for his guard breaks.
Nope, he does not. He's carrying it on his back. Jack now forced to defend against this.
Help! Help! Let me out of the corner! It's Steel clashing against Steel. 5D is going to be blocked. Nice 5H for the punish, too. But the FD blinks here from RedIAmNot, creating that space to make sure that Jack just can't get the free low.
Diabolical tick throw. Yeah, but RedIAmNot forced to break out before Jack is able to find any sort of follow-up there. But yet again, look at like the momentum on these dash-ups. Like, you get in, and all of a sudden, he's like almost sliding in on some blue suede shoes to get in those throws after like a 2P or a 2K. Some crazy movement coming out from the robot.
Honestly, I don't know if I fought a character where blocking A2D is as scary as it is against Robo-Ky, right? It's a mix-up. We've seen it. You can either go for the command grab or go for the guard crush. And you can go for the guard crush into the command grab.
Duel 1.
You're crazy. All right, Jack up 1-0.
Yeah, you know, the chat makes a good point. The install, I want to see more of the install too. I don't think it's that great because it's really tied to how much electricity you have, but it's incredibly funny. So
definitely some room that they could potentially buff the character with, but I don't know if that's the discourse that the community is really eyeballing right now. Robo-Ky is definitely in a good spot where I don't think you need to buff him. Oh, nice 2P though from RedIAmNot anti-airing.
Strongest round that RedIAmNot has had so far.
Duking it out right there. The JK actually going to find, but Jack just goes right in there, swinging with that far slash, interrupting the drone summoning.
There we go, counter hit. That one was high enough there to actually combo into the scooter, getting that nasty fuzzy JH that we have seen become a cornerstone of Jack's mix-up game. That routing. But as you can see there, in that combo, Jack actually didn't get any electricity back from the scooter, right? Only spent.
A little bit right there. There's the guard crush, but look at that. RedIAmNot actually able to back throw, interrupting Jack's offense. So Jack losing a little bit of control there, but is able to, again, just run right up. Red thinks they have time to drop the Thunderbird, but not the case. Jack gets the punish on the down with the system. And now we're tied up in rounds. Practically full burst for both sides.
I love that Robo-Ky is just straight up Yakuza in this. He has all the mannerisms, the two swords.
It's got some plating with like tattoos on it underneath all that.
That'd be fire, actually. I mean, it is a rented body, so who knows?
Right? Yo, I don't think this body is legal, man. Like, look at this.
The concept that he is renting it is so funny to me. And so is the concept of just getting exploded by an orbital laser.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'm not getting a lot of mileage out of Burn It Down.
I love
Seen
this
that
question, chat. Can you backdash the big Buffalo Man win? Yes. Yes, you can. It is very dangerous to do so, but you absolutely can.
Big Buffalo Man. That's so beautiful.
He's not a big Buffalo Man. That's a haw. Right? That's a big haw.
Oh, thank you, YouTube, for that.
Oh yeah, going for the burst there. That was going to be nasty. And I like going for the burst there too because Jack had to spend a little bit of that gauge, right? You could have waited a little bit longer and traded more health for even more of the electricity gauge if Jack tried to route into the shooter. But safe bet just to go for that there.
Yep. Oh, able to roll the carpet, and just before the Skyfish connects, Jack's able to block. Hey, you can't backdash the swing, see? Just like that.
Exactly. It's really scary to do because if you mess it up, you explode, but, you know, it's doable, and it's actually very good to do.
Yep. Jack holding on a burst through this interaction, actually.
Yeah, surprising, too, because they actually have a lot of tension. But opting just to hold on to it for the next round here. That's what you always have to weigh whenever you're deciding whether or not to burst, right? Is how much tension do you have compared to your opponent, and do you have enough to make a reliable comeback?
Oh my god, and RedIAmNot, like we saw earlier, finding great opportunities to bust out with these reversal-esque Behemoth Typhoons. Gonna stop Jack's offense. Missiles coming through, grounding RedIAmNot. Guard Crush catches, but not able to get a full confirm off of it.
Yeah,
a little bit low on electricity.
It's good to see that Red is actually buffering the Behemoth Typhoon during block strings against Jack, because a lot of the times a lot of times Robo-Ky players will end 5H into carpet, right? Because it pushes out so far. But if you're buffering that Behemoth Typhoon, you're gonna blow them up. Some characters can punish the attempt at canceling into carpet very easily, and Goldlewis.
The 2D, and just like you said, 2D into the Guard Crush, and then the command throw afterwards. A little bit of damage. Jack does get the burst early from RedIAmNot, who's trying to control Jack with the Skyfish and the Thunderbird together. Jack's in the corner. Not quite catching the fuzzy jump escape from Jack, who still defends against all the overheads. Oh, the trade. Jack's favor, because they got the pop off with that heavy slash.
Yeah, just sitting on the carpet there. Oh man, getting the big launcher too. 100 tension, but isn't going to be able to spend it there. No hard knockdown either. The scooter has the second hit, but it's not going to matter. 5H with punish to the scooter once again. Robo-Ky used Tangerine natural batteries combined with the work of the Hercules Beetle and endless erases. So true, Twin.
So true. So true. I mean, people are like, yo, he's just carrying around a tangerine. That's sick. It's like, that's his battery, man. That's his Chris technique.
His dream is to build a tangerine field. Tangerine field on a mountain.
Call that his domain expansion. Tangerine Paradise.
Also, you can tell he's been hanging out with Venom a lot because my man is dripped out, bro. He's feeling the effects of the dandyism. All right, nice. Dash up throw into the OTG. Close slash. Try to go for the low option into the overhead. $2K connecting and just canceling right away into down with the system. Not fully churned, though. 2S. 2S is such a great button. It's so easy to hit confirm because of the multi-hits.
Yeah, we confirmed that as well with the Behemoth Typhoon. RedIAmNot taking a quick round. Jack, full burst.
Actually, just setting up the mat there was interesting. I don't think that Jack was expecting that 5H to actually counter hit, so it already committed to the mat.
Yeah, I mean, pretty safe, right? You're reducing the recovery by going in the mat. You're generating your resources with it, so it's pretty safe gameplay loop to go for at times, but not exactly one conducive to confirming.
This is really nice, too, just being able to break the wall there. I like that we set up the mat also just to get a little extra before the super came out. Yes, that is the Hercules Beetle inside Robo-Ky. You actually get to see him when Robo-Ky does his install.
It's such good flavor text.
Question, is he man or beetle? Who's really in control? Is it like a Ratatouille situation? 5H. The counter poke on the 2S, again, that was a normal that was buffed in 2.0, right? They buffed a lot of Goldlewis's normals because they nerfed his Behemoth Typhoons, if you can really call them nerfed, but... What a clash! Double
what a reaction.
Into the RC.
I know, I mean, like, only Jack would be the kind of player to react to that clash with a PRC to stay safe. Trying to find the next opportunity. Still sitting at level 2 electricity gauge. RedIAmNot going to consume all that security gauge for the Behemoth Typhoon cancel. Jack still maintaining this area of oppression. Should be a wall break. Generating a little bit of electricity just so we get to that pivotal level 2 power spike.
Man, actually not going for the super for the hard knockdown there. I guess figure we have such a big life lead, wanted to hold on to the tension. Love the way, too, that RedIAmNot has been covering the drone with the Skyfish. Speaking of tension, there's 100 on Red's side. This is such a scary place to be for Jack. How are you going to get out? I don't think you are.
No, not alive anyway. We blocked the tap dust. The backdash, able to evade against the Behemoth Typhoon, and Red. Run up throw again. This time it works. This time it works for RedIAmNot, who tooth and nail.
What do you mean 2 seconds left on the clock? What do you mean? Hold on.
In my Guilty Gear Strive?
In a Goldlewis match? I'm sorry, what?
That's how good the defense is between these players. How patient they are in neutral as well, and a testament to, you know, I think Arxis is being very successful with toning down the damage and the power level of the game that you can get around with Goldlewis going down to the last 2 seconds. Great start for RedIAmNot, coasting off of that clutch win. Jack will get a burst out from RedIAmNot, who spends it just trying to keep Jack jailed in this corner, does not want to give him any chance to play.
Trying for that JD. Guard crush, a little bit of a shimmy. The Red with the smart jump back JD. Even after all the nerfs, JD still a world-class button for Goldlewis. Set point here for RedIAmNot.
Crazy. Jack at the set point, and now RedIAmNot flipping that script around. What a 5K though. Jack able to take some of that offense back. Over the jump in, big opportunity for RedIAmNot. Cross up, opens up Jack. Burst to end the combo before it takes too much damage.
Oh my god, swinging all the Behemoth, spending that security gauge. No OTG. Oh, the empty jump backdash, and RedIAmNot eliminates Jack from the bracket.
All right, and RedIAmNot on a hot streak right now. I mean, just taking down Jack, now goes against MacMens. These two have played in 43 sets. RedIAmNot, 30 wins to MacMens, 13 wins, so 70% win rate to 30%. So after winning against one of your tournament demons, you're feeling pretty good going against someone that you historically have a good matchup into. So far, MacMens blocking most of this in the corner, gets caught on the jump. A backdash caught out yet again. RedIAmNot just... It's like running on cloud 9 right now, just like, woohoo!
All right, immediate burst. Oh, nice. Slight little shimmy and then the dash up throw. Another throw here. Actually tossing into the butterfly, so it made it a little awkward.
Big scoop right here. Block on the overhead. Invisible overhead there, hiding in the explosion. This should be the round and therefore the game for RedIAmNot off of that down with the system.
RedIAmNot riding on the momentum there from taking out Jack. Riding on these Behemoth Typhoons. Let me tell you, it is hurricane season, right? So...
Goldlewis had his strongest then. You know, you tune on your weather channel, you just see in this Behemoth Typhoon on your screen. Coming down on the East Coast.
Round start scenario now, still riding this birthday train. US there
As
for
always,
MacMens.
I feel as long as RedIAmNot is still in this bracket, we will be listening to Birthday Train.
I don't even think Red actually listens to Birthday Train. I think it's just psychological warfare. Has no effect on me. I love this song.
No, it is a bop. It is a bop. I'm a fan of my cute little ballads. I know the Lamb of God shirt says I'm into that hardcore stuff, but I got a soft side too.
Y'all need to check out Deer Song from Exit. Oh, that's a good song. Oh, okay, getting over the 2S. That was a good round for MacMens. I know we were talking about music there, but MacMens was not only able to get the burst, but get the round from RedIAmNot as well while maintaining their own and keeping it up going into this next one with a nice wall break. Positive bonus is going to put us at 100% tension.
Yeah, and let's see how MacMens chooses to use it. Could convert off of any sort of Fujin follow-up or use it to create a mix-up. Depends on how RedIAmNot's defense holds up. Okay. Easy Skyfish just trying to take some of that tension gauge away. MacMens gets the next hit. Burst. Ooh, this is good for RedIAmNot. We got MacMens in the corner now.
Yeah, huge. Catching the back dash there with that JD, forcing the burst out of MacMens. Afraid of getting sent through the walls. Felt like it was their only option. 2P anti-air. And now RedIAmNot on the prowl.
MacMens defense holding up, blocking the overheads. Finds the perfect moment to jab out with the 2P. Gets the close slash. It is a scaled starter, since it was off of the iframes. Nice block on the tap dust. And look at that close slash. Wade out the reverse super. MacMens ties up the game count, 1 apiece.
Not be surprised to see this one go all the way to a game 5 as well between the two. Both such incredibly strong players, both former TNS champions. Everyone here has won a TNS. Immediate wall break. Very good start there for MacMens.
Connects.
Win. Now getting to pick up once again. The burst coming out from Red. Didn't want to get sent through the wall one more time. It felt like they had enough tension here to possibly make the comeback. I mean, a lead is not a lead against Goldlewis.
Indeed. MacMens now going to get the follow-up here with the fast Red Roman cancel. That's the round with it as well. Blow for blow, these two so far.
Oh, nice spin through. Oh, but Red was able to find that JH. Just wasn't able to actually convert off of it. 2D going to get spun through as well.
Okay, Butterfly Oki, tap dust, but not quite able to confirm. Still in the scramble, RedIAmNot still in the corner. MacMens slowly chipping away, but the lead is not a lead against Goldlewis.
Oh, JK!
Is this why?
JH! Oh, you should be dead here.
Skyfish.
Really? That MacMens could have bursted, sitting on 100 tension, right? But then you're worried about RedIAmNot also having the 50 tension. It all just comes down to who scores the next touch.
Yeah, and I think you just rather say, you know what, fine, we'll just go into the next round. I'd rather have more life to play with and be even in resources. So thinking about the long-term investment rather than gambling on a short-term prospect. But MacMens kind of flirting with danger penalty right now, but nothing too be worried about. The burst gauge almost non-existent. Tension was fairly low, but what's getting low is that life bar right now. RedIAmNot getting in on the hunt. Invisible overhead. What a block on that cross-up.
The wire C. Backdash is caught with the bar slash. Trying to go for the cross-up this time. love going for the guard crush into the RC to just stay aggressive. Don't give MacMens any room to breathe. Take that trade. Fine here.
Absolutely, now MacMens with a pixel.
Any 2P will do it. And I think that's what Red is trying to go for here. Getting caught, trying to find that last press or find the throw. RedIAmNot now sitting at 1 game away from a matchup against Clone. This is a run back for both of them, right? Both of them were sent to losers by Clone. Both sets 3-2.
Can they round it out by making this top 4 potentially all games or sets that go into a 5-game territory? Loser semis went to all 5 games. Winners final was all 5 games. Losers could go that distance as well, but we will have to see either way. Both players feeding for that run back against the Slayer. We sent them to losers in the first place. MacMens coming out with the koi fish. This chat is taking a close look at Anji's pecs and realizing he's missing some anatomy there. This is pretty amusing for me.
He's a Ken doll, chat. Leave him alone. Nice spin. Just going for the frame kill on that 5K there to set up the next button. And now getting out of dodge. I like that, utilizing that movement. Still gonna end up getting caught though. Feel this coffin meeting the field on Anji's abs. RedIAmNot about to be at set point. Sending out the laser. Oh my goodness. Trying to go for the parry. You know what? I respect it.
I respect it too. Unfortunate intersection that MacMens represents that option just as RedIAmNot says, now's a good time to hit you with an orbital laser strike.
Burn it down. Just, I feel like it's a super that's not talking.
No. That super is still so good. Again, RedIAmNot has used that to great effect across all of the top 8 matches we've seen them play.
Deflect shield, yeah, you gotta create that space. Now, no defensive mechanics to your name here. Just has the 50 tension. I mean, I guess if you're Anji, that's a defensive mechanic, right? You do have the parry super, but JD gonna blow you up.
Oh, we bait the YRC, and this should be it. RedIAmNot ends the first of 3 streak. 167th Guilty Gear Strive tournament. Last time they played in the bracket, it was their 666th tournament. Kind of crazy.
Oh, goodness.
Right. Then gets caught by the Thunderbird. Cross him. Yo, how did that even cross him? Get out of here.
It's a big guy, but he's able to squeeze into that tiny corner. Still gonna get sent through the glass, though, for his troubles. RedIAmNot. Figure out a way to swing back.
Hey, Mark Stevens coming through with a $10 direct contribution to Match Arena. Thank you very much. Coming up to $34.25.
Appreciate you for supporting the players here. So y'all seen the deadlock meme? You ever fight for $34.25 on the line? I think, or blue lock. I don't know.
Right. Maverick asking whose theme is Birthday Train. It's a Guilty Gear Exard Rev 2 theme. So
it's a credits theme from Rev 2.
Yeah, that's even funnier.
I think it's from Sign, actually.
Oh, it might be from Sign, yeah.
There's the knockdown, 51 hits, count them. The RC overhead connects, set out the drone. Beautiful throw tech there from Clone. Wow, actually going for Pow Bunker there is crazy. Oh no!
Oh, the Hand of Doom, though, able to evade. The option right there, Clone with the Master Hammer connects and secures game 1.
Master's Hammer is such a good scramble option. And in situations like that, it's very difficult for your opponent to react to it, even if they're trying to look for it. But yes, I do believe Birthday Train is the Exard Sign credits you finish arcade mode. Because then in Revelator, it might be Lily? I can't remember which one's which.
Tell you myself. Bar slash connects as an anti-air. But counter. This is just like...
That's his character, baby.
That's
Slayer
his
is
matchup,
the residential boxer of Guilty Gear. Closest thing you got to a boxer in this game.
Oh
no.
Too funny. It's like the Dark Tournament fight on a knife's edge. Oh, what a beautiful check with that 2K. Catching the approach. RedIAmNot fighting back.
Yeah, you can't let a Slayer player get away with just resetting pressure on you with Dandy Step over and over. Dandy Step is fake. It is fake. There is a gap. It's just very scary because counter hit Pile Bunker is horrifying. And gonna stay same side there. Look at the damage on this, looping you back into the Oki as Troy Stevens comes through with 20 big ones into the Matcherino. This loop is for you. Super Mappa Hunch.
And a perfect on top of it as well. Clone just in a beautiful flow state as it is, as she is trying to wrap up this grand finals and take TNS number 216 for Guilty Gear Strive. RedIAmNot though wants that run back. Oh, look at that! Look at that launch.
Actually, ooh. I mean, you had to burst, right? At some scenario. If you waited any longer, you would have been wall slide or even died off of that confirm. Stay same side, able to find the hit.
Oh, and here we go. We're trying to force the situation. Cloned, blocked the overhead, but there's another one behind it. RedIAmNot getting mileage out of that super and out of that fuzzy overhead setup.
It is so nasty. But now we're going to tie things up one apiece here. Clone going to be able to stop this building momentum here, this fire that has been lit, and RedIAmNot running through this loser side of the bracket. Clone's been cooling off a bit, right? That's the trade-off. When you're in grand finals on the winner side, you do have to cool off while your opponent comes in hot and ready.
All right. Big counter hit. Pops the burst. RedIAmNot. This resource advantage, but it's immediately equalized as we catch Clone in the corner.
Love the use of the 2S as well to kind of be a wall for the Danny Step to run into. That time the Master's Hammer very early on was actually to try and beat out the 2K. Going for a little bit of a reset there.
Super Mappa Hunch. We got the meter for it as well. Throw not quite connecting. Good defense from RedIAmNot though, blocking that cross up at the last moment. As Blue Moon coming in at the last moment with $10 at the Matcherino. Thank you so much. We're up to $64.25. Y'all have more than doubled what we had in the Matcherino at the start of this grand finals. Thank you so much for that kindness. I'd love to see it keep coming.
Oh my god, the left, right, these blue beat confirms, the blue moon, the blue beats. Clone trying to turn RedIAmNot black and blue here with these haymakers. Oh no.
Deflector shield. Oh, the overhead is going to catch Cloned as well. RedIAmNot sending her through the wall.
Yeah, Master's Hammer did get buffed. Actually, oh, Master's Hammer? No, sorry, I was thinking of Hand to Do. Master's Hammer actually got slightly nerfed, I believe, right? Or was it buffed? I know the counter hit got buffed because now you can just get meterless Pile Bunker loops off the counter hit really easily.
Yeah, that part is right. I can't remember the other change of property to it. Been a hot minute.
Oh, it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit slower. So you go up, right. You stay up in the air longer before you come back down, so it's easier to react.
Yep.
Yeah, Hammer is the one out of Dandy Step. Hand of Doom is the one out of Backdash, which also was buffed. Now when it hits, it pushes you both back to neutral. Oh, I like that burst, actually. Keeping your opponent locked down the corner, staying close. Oh, but these 6Hs. 2K has been the moneymaker here for RedIAmNot. Clone needs to figure out a way to defeat it, right? blow past it. Maybe throwing out a couple of more 2Hs of your own to try and low crush it.
Might be the option. We'll see if that's a strategy that is adopted. Trade right there, Clone, just forcing her way right back in there. Oh, Super Mappa! I'm not.
No!
Can you get?
You got me.
You got no GG. Oh my god.
Oh.
Allergic to winning? Because you could have OTG'd there, right?
I'm not sure. I think maybe a 5H, that would have been your only chance. But I think the 5H might have actually been a little too slow or too far away to actually connect. But either way, 5K, gonna get the round there for Clone. 1 game away.
I mean, scary situation, and maybe Clone had the same doubt as, wait, can my OTG actually reach here? And if she whiffs that there, and then Red is able to get up and punish her for it, you just lost the round in a situation that you dead to rights won. So maybe that hesitation was warranted. Either way, Clone now up 2-1.
Look, 2H still low crushes for me. I was just killing people with it today.
Oh, nice throw on the Master's Hammer. And a Doom. Not going to connect. Oh, what an interception.
Oh no! Yeah, this is a crazy round for RedIAmNot. I knew the vibe shifted the moment that we threw the Hand of Doom. Or Master's Hammer. I'm getting... Oh my god, bro. I need to be like zapped every time I call it the wrong thing. There we go. That's Hand of Doom.
Yeah, that's your Hand of Doom. Oh, same side overhead, and another one afterwards. Tap dust. I mean, RedIAmNot is not interested in whatever it is Slayer's got on those feet, trying to take the vampire's bloody head off. Oh, the shimmy! Just outside of that defensive throw range. Here we go.
Laser, you're gonna have to hold this, and there's an RC. Going for the burst there is actually genius.
I love that play as well. Just like, listen, I don't have to deal with that situation necessarily. No confirm off of that one, but we catch it. I'm not trying to go for the throw. Counter hit as well, and so we get the full combo as Kama Esports comes in with the raid. Thanks for showing out here what could be the final round of our Guilty Gear Strive top 8.
No burst here for either player, so whoever gets that early momentum is going to be huge. And what a throw on the Master's Hammer. Blocking all the lows and blocks the overhead, but the counter hit hits its mark. And another Behemoth Typhoon going to put Clone through the glass.
The interception right here as Kyoga, comes in with the follow. And just like that, we are not getting out of this top 8 that early. RedIAmNot has at least one more game within them. And we're going to game 5 of Grands.
Oh my god. RedIAmNot is just getting better as the set goes on. We're starting to react a little bit more, starting to throw these Master's Hammers. We've kind of shifted, though, not seeing as much as the 2K, but I think that's mostly because Clone is not just constantly going for dandy steps over and over and over as we were before, right? Where the 2K was a good way to kind of challenge that and cut it off.
Yes, indeed. Has messed up on some of the defensive measures, right? Like, I think a counter hit trying to throw that Master's hand earlier, but hasn't been losing entirely because of those little missteps. And if you're right more often than you're wrong, well, you can end up pretty all right. But let's see how things go right here. Good defense from Clone. Blocking the same side overhead. Gets caught on the backdash. Again, one of those reasons why it's a scary option to represent. And backdash again blown up by the jumping overhead. Down with the system. We're going to try to force the kill here.
Not quite enough, but this is a very difficult comeback to make.
Well, it starts with a counter hit.
It absolutely does. It's going to do a ton of damage, too. You actually get one more counter hit. Hold up. Okay, I mean, there's the burst. That's a win, though.
That's a win, yeah. Like, nothing can be done.
Tension.
Yeah.
Oh, did have enough tension, actually. Just didn't hold on to the entire time.
Yeah. Not sure, and I was wondering if maybe there's something with a crossover there, but you just have to hold the FD button, so...
That was still a huge win, though, for Clone, right? To be able to get the burst out of RedIAmNot that late. Look at this.
RC.
That you can get.
RedIAmNot going to get pushed back by the YRC. Clone gets into her zone. Close slash will connect, so it's the B&B time. Oh, what a fuzzy mash there. Calling out the side swap after we stole the corner initially.
Oh, trying to go for that 5H. Thought that Red was going to press. And you see Red also going for those 2 S's. That's going to beat out the Dandy Step and beat out the 6H.
Oh, we beat the YRC! Bracket reset is here, as you said. RedIAmNot not letting this tournament go without one hell of a fight.
All right, with the reset, though, I have to imagine if you are betting here, you're probably betting on RedIAmNot. Just been getting more proficient here as the set goes on. I feel like that was the kind of set where you had to close it out there. You had to prevent Red from adapting.
Now, Clone might be in trouble. We already saw RedIAmNot fishing for a burst right there. Doesn't quite find the bait.
Empty jump throw. I'm going for the JH. Behemoth pressure on deck. Oh no. Yeah, this is not looking too good.
It's a perfect for RedIAmNot. What a statement to make in the first round of the bracket reset. So because RedIAmNot was in the loser side of grand finals, in order for them to win, they have to be cloned in 2 different first to 3 sets. Meanwhile, Clone just has to win one of them in order to secure a first place finish in this tournament.
Knockdown there. Nice 2P mash. Is going to eat a pile bunker straight into the loop. Oh no, drop the other loop.
Oh.
You're good.
Well, we get right behind the down with the system reversal. And so Clone, just like that, back in a groove, taking that round.
Yeah, that was the starter there, right? Getting counter hit close slash into the fully charged dust is going to allow you to loop straight into that pile bunker loop and does a lot of damage to Meterless.
Oof. Look at that. Once again, Cloned, despite being mashed on earlier, going for the double cross-up dash play, goes for it again, catches RedIAmNot, and because of that, she gets the wall break, tons of damage on RedIAmNot. And now, has RedIAmNot in the corner, gets the burst as well. She just needs one more hit, really.
Ooh, that was actually the kind of trade that you will take, right? Just barely tapping the drone, which allows you to tech out. RedIAmNot was not ready for it.
Indeed, and despite starting off the reset bracket with a perfect, RedIAmNot not able to actually win the first game. Cloned, up 1-0 again.
Start. Yeah, Slayer's 5K, best in class. Incredible 5K. In every single game, actually, Slayer is in. 5P is pretty good, too. 5P is a crazy anti-air game. An even better anti-air in Exit.
We get the throws now. Clone adding a new layer to our offense. RedIAmNot's going to drop the drone. Slowly advancing into it. He's checking with them up a hunt.
Ooh, and then mix you up once again. Pile bunker PRC. Oh yeah, that was a bit of a sloppy confirm there. I think we were expecting to get the close slash based on how close we were, but just out of range of it. Not gonna matter though. Here comes the super map hunch. Send you straight into the next round. No!
No, a pixel in a dream. The Secretary of Absolute Defense sends it on wake up. The Clone with the safe jump. Very simple punish.
Look how limber he is.
Remember, right? Flexible dude. Just does hot yoga with his hot wife. Is that what it is?
Yeah, hot yoga.
See where I was
think
trying
that's like when you do yoga at really hot like temperatures.
Yep.
What? Close slash to the other side. That is such a diabolical OT mix-up, right? Because it's all about the slight delay. Instantly dash. Oh, well, you're instantly dead. Okay. But if you instantly dash, then you're going to go on to the right side or the other side. And if you delay it just a tad bit, you end up same side. It is just a true 50-50.
True 50-50. And I mean, all of a sudden, like, we went from a back and forth pre-reset battle into, like, Clone all of a sudden just being up 2-0 in the reset. Like, what? What happened?
just channeling the inner dandyism. That's all it's about.
Just being lore accurate Slayer right now. Just, you know, he's playing in the first set. He's like, okay, let me get a little serious.
When you
All
feel
of
the
a sudden.
dandyism flowing through your veins, nothing can stop you.
Well, nothing will stop Clone at this rate. She is just absolutely bamboozling RedIAmNot. Left, right, high, low. Only she knows.
So you block this. Jumping right over the drone with the Master's Hammer. You gotta be kidding me. Clone on a roll. 2D finally gets stuffed out there. We're starting to incorporate the 2K now once again. Oh
my god, this is a speed run.
Tournament point right here. Tournament point. Clone. Absolutely feeling herself. Gets the carry at Master's Hammer. Isn't quite able to combo into the loops, but that's fine. The confidence in the play is palpable.
Absolutely, Clone. She's trying to close this gap. Goes for an overhead that RedIAmNot is somehow able to block.
Sage, sit your ass back down. 2H hits its mark. Already committed to the dandy. 6B hitting behind the back.
Good block on the cross-up overhead as well.
Oh, here we go. It's the loop. No, drops it.
No!
Just delayed it a little too long. It's fine.
RedIAmNot sitting on 50% tension gauge. Wants to save it for a rainy day instead of...
That's
oh no, that day might not come.
No! Didn't go for the right route there, Mangaka. But just needs to find one more touch. There's the 2K once again. One, too many dandy steps.
Oh, with a throw shimmy. Clone blinks there. RedIAmNot's going to get a huge burst of damage. Doesn't complete the combo, but the reset might actually work out better. No, not yet. No one wants to die.
Both of them have an RC. Who's going to spend it? Mappa Hunch and Clone is your TNS champion with the Slayer.